Nobody's scared, right? Check, check, mic check. I mean, last week, somebody kind of freaked out a little bit. They didn't think I would be here before the time started, you know? I'm just sitting here watching you guys chat. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome. All right, so before we switch scenes here, I must warn you all not to scream. Okay? Don't scream, okay? All right, are we ready? Are we ready?
Hello. How are you?
I know we have some people who are a little bit afraid of our arachnophobic friends here. Don't scream. It's okay. Don't be afraid. This spider, it's in a good spot here. He assured me he's just gonna hang out here for the rest of the stream. That's it. He's not gonna move. He's right there. He's settled in. Got the jack-o'-lantern over here, borrowing this from my son. Okay, that spider is okay with me. Nice. Thought you meant don't scream because of your face. Oh, no. No, like, dude, I put like a spider in a video and people freak out. They freak out. Zutara Babe 09, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. And then Elwin, right on the heels of that membership, Elwin gifting out 5 new memberships yet again. Elwin just, I mean, you're spoiling me, Elwin. You're spoiling me.
Welcome to Griffin.
Every week. Elwin showing crazy support for the stream. Elwin, thank you so much. Those of you who see your names popping up right now, you just got a gifted membership from Elwin. So make sure you thank them in the chat.
Hello.
Let's see, who all got one? Who all got one? Shadow Guided, did I see Shadow Guided just say... I think Shadow Guided lost their gifted membership and might have just gotten another one. So Alicia, Dustin, Extra, IDK, and then I think I said Dustin, right? Some of them, for some reason, it repeated some of them. But all 5 of you, just Elwin the Generous indeed, right? Thank you so much, Elwin. Very much appreciated. All right. I mean, it's automatic. Elwin just starting off the stream in glorious fashion. Now, if you guys are wondering, I saw some people before asking about the music. We are rocking with a more Halloween vibe tonight, so it is in the video description, but then here's a link to it in the chat as well for anybody who's interested. Now, Lowercase Logan gifting 5 more memberships. Logan, thank you so much, dude. Let's see. Okay, we've got Starday's Trail with a gifted membership. Ooh, I can actually see all the... Well, you guys can see them, too. You can see them in chat.
Hello.
Andrew Avery.
Welcome to Griffin.
The Stream Elements bot is actually working tonight, you know? I need to move it for this, like, for the full cam view. I don't know that I like it popping up right here in my face, but... Wait, did they just stop? I shouldn't have insulted them. Lowercase Logan definitely gifted 5, but I think I only saw... So it should be Starday's Trail, Jason Hodges, Danielle, Templar, And let's see, is there one more that got gifted? I think there was one more too. Andrew Avery. All 5 of you just got gifted memberships. Not sure why they all didn't pop up. Maybe it was because I insulted the little on-screen element. They got upset, and that was that. So, Dustin, feel like there aren't enough Hufflepuff emojis. I always feel like Gryffindor is probably the one that gets... And that's my house. I'm a Gryffindor, but I feel like that one rarely... Always lots of Slytherins, lots of Ravenclaws in the chat. And then probably Hufflepuff and Gryffindor somewhere thereafter. All right, let's see. What could we do for tonight's poll? What could we do for tonight's poll? Let's see here. I'm going to create a poll right here. Ooh, I got a good one. Will we have more than... I'm trying to decide if I want to say 3 or 4 companions. I'm going to say 4 companions. Will we have more than 4 companions in Hogwarts Legacy? Yes, no, those are the only options we need. Ask your community. Boom. All right, there you go, guys. You can vote in the poll. All right, let me, we do have slow mode on. Some people were asking about that last time. So slow mode, just to help me keep track of the chat. Nothing more. That's it. I fully confess. So I think it's on like a 60-second. So not too short, but if you guys are wondering why you can't immediately type another comment, that's all it is. So nothing against anyone, just trying to help me keep better track of the chat, because I always like to start off the streams by welcoming everyone who has said hello. So I'm going to scroll all the way up to the top and do that now. We have both Logans here again, which made lowercase Logan end up changing his name. Oh, well, now it decides it's going to work. Okay, we got Bradley there. Bradley, congrats. Oh, no, wait. Wait. I think we just had 5 more gifted. This time, let's see, who was it? It was Ravenclaw Tyrell gifting out 5 memberships.
Welcome to Gryffindor.
That's 15 memberships right at the start of the stream. Guys, thank you so much.
Hello.
Natasha Ford getting one of the gifted memberships. So those of you getting the gifted memberships now, what does that unlock? Well, you get a discount on merch, like our Order of Merlin shirt right here.
How are you?
You get the emotes in the chat. You'll see the little, all these little emoji that people are using, like the Gryffindor, the Voldemort one, Dobby laughing. All of those, you get access to those now. You can use those anywhere on the channel. So if you're commenting on one of my videos, doesn't have to be live. You can use them there too. And of course, you can use it right here in the live stream. So, man, thank you guys so much. Awesome way to start the stream. All right, so we got Logan here. Wait. Whoa, wait. Whoa. I'm just now seeing your comment, Logan. Oh my gosh. So wait, let me get this straight. We now have 3 Logans in the chat. Which, I mean, Logan's it's not like a super common name, but it's not a super rare name either. But still, we've got Logan Isom, we've got Logan, and now we have lowercase Logan. And apparently they were all 3 here hanging out before the stream even started. Are you guys sure you're not making like an alt account or something? Is that what's going on here? All the Logans are welcome. Come one, come all. We got 3 Logans here tonight. Pilot Joseph is here. Asgore Briss is here. Draven, Benderboy Rocks, Professor Abbott, welcome back. Dylan, what's up, Dylan? Channel member Dylan, and also moderator of the stream here. Draven is here. Lily Potter is here. Lily Potter, oh my goodness. Elwyn, of course, channel member as well, gifting out a membership. Nose of Sauron is here once again as well. We got Stream Elements in the house. Shadow Guided, Shadow Guided was the one who said my membership expired, and then they just got gifted another one. Neil, how's it going? Neil, welcome back. Moon Lily, so we got Lily Potter and we got Moon Lily. Oh my gosh, so many L's tonight. The Lilies, I saw Levi in here. We've got 3 Logans. Ravenclaw Tyrell is here. D-Jane A, welcome back, D-Jane, channel member. Let's see, Nose of Sauron, we saw Professor Abbott. We saw Jake is back as well. Jake, what's up? Colonel Everett, Both Jake and Colonel Everett, channel members as well. Soft Spoken One, another channel member. IDK, I think IDK might have gotten one of the gifted memberships there. Dustin, we still have 4 holidays before it comes out. Hey, it's going by a lot faster now. I feel like now the time is just flying by, dude. I really do. I really do. So many good games getting ready to come out. It's just going to fly by. Dr. Sherbet, channel member. Neil Harrison, channel member. Pattyfoot, welcome. Let's see. Aaron Brewer, another channel member. On my way home from work, listening to this from my phone. Hey, oh, that's awesome, Aaron. However you can support. Just make sure you keep your eyes on the road. Keep your eyes on the road. Shadow Guided, let's see. Nico, another channel member and channel moderator. Guys, I got to give a big shout out to Nico. Big shout out to Nico, who just basically single-handedly revamped our Discord. We do have a Discord. A lot of people ask. I don't talk about it a lot. At least I haven't. I'm going to talk about it a lot more now because, honestly, I hadn't really done much with it. I hadn't had the time to do much with it. Nico, my man, just got in there and has really freshened up the place. Made a lot of new, see, I don't even know what they're called. Like subreddits, channels, forums, topic. I don't know. But he made a lot of the things. You can get sorted. You can choose your own house. So he's probably already posted the link in the chat because he knows I'll fumble around and be trying to find it. So he probably already has it and has posted it in the chat. If he has it, we'll get it for you here in a second. But check out the Discord, guys. It's in the lead up to Hogwarts Legacy. I think it's going to get even more insane. So it'll be great once the game launches. I know there's a lot of good Hogwarts Legacy communities out there. So I know Expecto Go has a really active Discord. And, I mean, I'm in Expecto Go's Discord. So, but yeah, we really, honestly, I hope that we can build something like that. I really do. I love James and love the community he's built. I know a lot of you are, we have a lot of overlap in our community. So, but thank you, Nico. Seriously, guys, seriously. Nico has done a fantastic job, and it's just the beginning. We want to take your ideas. So there's a suggestion area over there in the Discord. So make sure you, oh my gosh, dude, I almost freaked out. I almost freaked out. It was I think it was definitely my wife's hair, way too long to be mine. But I for real thought it was a spider web. Like, wait, what the heck? Legit spider web in here? What's going on? Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Dr. Sherbet, Dustin, lowercase Logan, Alicia. Or is it Alicia? Probably, see, I've seen some people pronounce that Alicia and some people Alicia. So my apologies if I said it. Well, I definitely got it right. One of the two ways was correct, so. Nightwing back in the house as well. Let's see. Katrina. How's it going, Katrina? Arcane Master 39. Dr. Robo Panda. Channel member in the house. Olimar 92. Hey, Olimar. Another channel member. Welcome back. Sporting the Hufflepuff icon right there. Oh, there's Levi. I knew I saw Levi in here. Another channel member. Diogo. Quilhas? Evil Poppy. Oh my gosh, we got to talk about Poppy, you guys. We got to talk about Poppy. We do. All right, let's see. We got Professor Abbott. There's Nico. Christopher Brody. Hey, welcome, Christopher. Dude, I love the Harry Potter movies as well, but not nearly as much as I love the books. Manav. Welcome, Manav. Darren. How's it going, Darren? Welcome to the stream. JP Ravenfire. Oh yeah, JP's the one who said I thought your face, something was wrong with your face. So what if I was just in like full on horror makeup or something? No, I'm not a big like horror guy. Like I have fun, like Halloween's always fun, but more of a fun family friendly Halloween, if you will. Professor Abbott in the house. How's it going, Professor Abbott? All right, seeing a lot of the same names now. I think we're getting caught up. Andrew Avery. If I didn't get you, sorry. Welcome, Andrew. Oh, Andrew got one of the gifteds. Nice, nice, nice. Professor Abbott, Dr. Sherbet, Templar Gaming, Careless Streamer. Hey, Careless Streamer, welcome back. Another channel member here in the house. Dude, like, I think it was Dylan or somebody was joking last time about it's pretty much going to be all channel members in here. That's the point we're getting to, man. Katrina, what's tonight's discussion? Well, I put out a poll on Twitter and I put out a poll on the YouTube community page because I said, hey, there's been news since our last live stream, but I've posted videos on it. But there was no news Monday and there was no news Tuesday, today. So I put out a poll saying, hey, you guys want me to live stream like God of War, live stream Spider-Man Miles Morales, or you want me to just recap the Hogwarts news? Because there's nothing new other than some little teases I can drop for you. But there's nothing like majorly new, right? So, but the poll was overwhelming. I mean, you guys overwhelmingly said you want to just hang out and recap the news, which is cool with me. It's cool with me. I definitely want to do more Ravenclaw. Wait, why is that just now popping up? Or did Ravenclaw Tyrell? He gifted 5 more. Oh my goodness, Ravenclaw Tyrell, thank you so much.
How are you?
That's back-to-back gifted memberships right there. All right, if you see your name pop up right here,
How are you?
you just got a gifted membership. So there you go, Katrina. That's what we're going to do. We're going to recap the latest news.
How are you? Welcome.
All right, we got Shadow Guided Nathan, channel member. Welcome back, Nathan. Jason Hodges here in the house as well. Natasha Ford.
Hello. How are you?
Dude, Jay Rossi, for real, still hasn't got a gifted. You got to be kidding me. Maybe Jay Rossi is missing the pop-up that says, hey, accept the gifted. Jay Rossi's here every stream. How's it going, Jay Rossi? Welcome back. Hufflepuff in the house. Okay, David. How's it going, David? Another channel member here. Ed Salmon, Hufflepuff for life. Dr. Sherbet. Okay, and see, like, it just skipped a whole bunch of comments. Jagged Wizard. Gosh, why does it do that, man? They are insane, Nico. Your friendly neighborhood Italian. Hey, how's it going? See, now I have to scroll back up, and I have to find where I left off, and then by the time I scroll up, there's already been a ton of things that I've missed, so then I have to scroll back down. Elwin DeGeneres sounds like Ellen DeGeneres. Okay, there we go. All right, I just saw Katrina's What's Tonight's discussion. Oh, that's right. Shadow Guided got stabbed in the hand, you guys. Hand is healing really well. That's good to know. I'm afraid to ask about the story. Like, I'm afraid to ask how much you can share. Hey, Jesse with the super chat. Love from the UK. Wow, it must be late for you, or early, depending on, you know. Jesse, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for staying up at this late hour, supporting the channel and hanging out with us tonight. Or this morning for you, probably. All right, so, okay, we got the Logans. Natasha, even though the collector's edition is lackluster, I still want it. I have one pre-ordered. I was fortunate enough to get one, and I've contemplated canceling the pre-order, but that'd be pointless because I could always gift it to one of you guys because I feel like somebody in the community would really want one. So I'd much rather do that or sell it to somebody at cost who really wanted one than just canceling my pre-order and letting it go. I'm hoping, like, it's a fool's hope, but I'm hoping that they'll decide to throw some other stuff in, which, again, I know there's like 0 chance of that happening considering they've already had an unboxing. All that stuff they have to package and get ready months and months and months in advance, so probably not happening. But I just saw where Chandler Wood ordered a wand from. We'll pull up his tweet later. And just like the craftsmanship on a lot of these custom wands from like Etsy stores, it's just like, dude, it looks so much better than what the collector's edition is doing. So much better. All right, see, when I get off rambling like this, then I miss too many of the other comments, so. Okay, I can't hear myself. There we go. That's a lot better. Jeez, I was like yelling. I didn't have my, I think it's called side tone on the mic. All right, here we go. Rapid fire. We got David, Ed. Okay, we said hi to you guys. Let's see. Cody. Hey, what's up, Cody? Welcome. Just found the channel. Love the content. Keep it up. Can't wait for Hogwarts Legacy. Cody, you're in a group of like-minded individuals, let me tell you. So glad you found the channel. Welcome. That's what we've all been doing for, I don't know, the better part of 2 years or so now. Binder Boy, I'm going to play on PS5. Yeah. Unless there's like some major type of technical frame rate issue or something. Like, as long as it runs at 60 at the performance mode, I'm good. Shadow Guided, that seems oddly specific. We're going to have 7 companions. Prediction? Inside info? What could it be? Oh, okay. JP says we'll have a goblin companion, also Fig and Animal. So you think they'll be considered as companions, since we have seen Fig kind of helping out the player, like we have with Natsai and with Sebastian. We haven't seen that with Poppy yet, I don't think. J. Rossi says, pick no, but hope there may be more than 4. Jagged Wizard. I think Jagged Wizard just got one of those gifteds. Welcome, Jagged Wizard. All right, Pilot Joseph in the house. Love your stream, Retro. What a great community. I agree. I agree. Also, looks like a couple of new subscribers as well. Thank you to the new subscribers dropping in. Kind of hoping we get... Jeff, how's it going, Jeff? Kind of hoping we get the 4 mains and maybe a couple that are specific to our house. Ahmad, how's it going? Jesse, what's up? We're getting close, guys. We're getting close. Oh, actually, we're not getting... Shadow says my nephew's named Logan. Sam, how's it going? Sam King, welcome. Hey, sis. Channel member, hey, sis. How are you? Oh, man, I'm really going to mess this up. First time here. Nisse Zoo. Nisse? Nisse? I mispronounce. It's okay. Just don't get me to say... Wait, I had to second guess because we joked about it so much last time. Just don't get me to say or. See, it just... That doesn't even sound right. Like, it doesn't say... Or. Doesn't sound right. Levi Mays, how's it going? More Coffee Beans, 89. Poppy killed the... Oh my gosh, dude. Poppy killed the Ravenclaw companion. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me with this. Callisto made it. Another channel member. Welcome, Callisto. Chubby C, think the Ravenclaw companion will be very important to the story. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are kind of guessing. It could be. It could be. Or maybe it's a name that we know. I've seen that from a lot of people. Which I've kind of went back and forth on it. Hey, there's Nico with the Discord link. Let's go. Thanks for doing that, Nico. Drummer Boy, how's it going? Nice to see you again as well. Have I seen Smile? I have not. Like I said, I'm not really a big horror guy. Especially not with movies. Like, some games that sort of veer into the horror territory, I'll play. Like, I played several of the Resident Evils, and I played Bloodborne. But things that are just, like, there purely to scare you, I gotta have a little action. Like, Resident Evil and Bloodborne, that's enough action-adventure. It's not pure... Its goal isn't purely to scare you, as opposed to something like Outlast, you know? Aspen Frost, welcome to the stream. House, how's it going? House in the house. In the house, indeed. I don't think I've seen that name before. So if this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Go Ninja Go! I definitely have seen that name before. Thanks for stopping back by and hanging out tonight. J. Rossi passes out some butterbeers. Hey, I've got a Coke Zero. Cherry Coke Zero, actually. I shouldn't be drinking caffeine this late, man. But at least it's zero, you know. Still got the caffeine, though. Double AZ and Turtle Hermit, welcome. Thank you all for hanging out. Small Buttons and Mary Studios here as well. Those are 2 names I recognize. Thank you all for being here and hanging out. All right, I think... Okay, now we're definitely getting close. No Caps, channel member. Welcome, dude. And Drummer Boy, Jay Rossi. Okay, I think we're caught up. Frank. I missed Frank, I believe. Don't worry, it's Danish and no one can pronounce it. Gotcha. Well, I'll try my best. I'll try my best. We have some fun discussions on pronunciation here. It's all good. It's all good. All right, we're fully caught up. Guys, thanks so much for being here and hanging out tonight. Hope you enjoyed the little Halloween vibe we got going on. We got some more surprises here on the next screen for you.
Hello. How are you? Welcome
To Gryffindor. Yo, there we go. We got 171 viewers right now. 66 likes.
Hello.
21 new channel members.
Welcome to Gryffindor.
Oh my gosh. And then here we go. Wait, is this... Here we go. Real time right here. CJ just became a member.
Hello.
Somebody
How are
gifted
you?
more.
Welcome to Gryffindor.
No way we had these all just pop in like that. Or wait, maybe it's... See, something weird's going on there. These are the gifteds from a while ago, right? It's like when I changed the scene. They all started popping through.
Hello.
Regardless, welcome to the new
Welcome to
members.
Gryffindor.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. Gabe, how's it going? Hit that like button if you want to stay safe from Poppy, right? Yeah, see, it's like when I switch scenes, we're getting all of the...
Hello.
Oh my gosh, they're all going to play again.
Welcome to
They're all going to... Why would it do that?
Hello. How are you?
Why would it play them all again? I mean, I'm fine with it. You'll get to see your name pop up again.
Hello.
Everybody's
How are
like,
you?
dang, they're getting
Welcome to
mad
Gryffindor.
gifted memberships tonight. Yeah, I just don't know why it's popping them
How
a
are you?
second time.
Welcome to Gryffindor.
We'll have to figure it out. Have to figure it out later. Centaur Companion would be awesome.
Hello.
And that
are
one,
you?
I
Welcome
think
to
there's a
Gryffindor.
decent chance of that because at the very least we know at some point they're going to be fighting on our side because of that glitch scene that they shared where the centaur just like flies off into space. Nalma's dad. Hey, Nalma's dad. How's it going? Welcome back. I do remember seeing that name. Yeah, I think it said 20. Yeah, 21 is what it's saying right here. So all those were repeats for some reason. No idea why it pops up another time. Missed that glitch scene, Mary? It was a while back. They shared it on the Twitter. In fact, I can't remember if that's one that just Chandler shared or if it's one that they also shared on the main account too. But yeah, so new video hit today on the channel. If you guys haven't seen it, RetroRaconteur or youtube.com/RetroRaconteur. And it's basically a breakdown of all the latest like story news that came out as a result of these little cards. So kind of jumping back to September 30th as we get into the news here. This was what they released, that little video that recapped everything to do with the field guide. So all the tips, and I mean, I don't know. I was hoping, that's why I didn't put out the thumbnail today for the little live stream countdown. I was hoping we'd get something this afternoon because they've been pretty consistent. They really have. They've been pretty... I'm sorry. I don't mean to get off track. Why is Tom Nook trending? What the heck? Why is Tom Nook trending? Fans of the online game Animal Crossing discuss character Tom Nook. Okay, I really wish there's got to be a way to... I wish I could just... I love Tom Nook. I love Animal Crossing, but I don't care a lot of times about what's trending. I wish I could just hide it. There's got to be a way to hide this. Come on, Twitter. Anyway, so they had been on a pretty steady pace. They tweeted out... this was kind of the compilation of all the Instagram posts that they had shared. And then last week, they sort of went to an every other day. First, we got Sebastian. So if you guys didn't see this yet, we learned the name of Sebastian's sister. Her name is Anne. And also that they are twins. Sebastian and his sister Anne are twins. Dude, ladies and gentlemen, Stargazer Tim in the house. And Stargazer Tim just gifted 5 more memberships. Stargazer Tim, thank you so much. Stargazer Tim.
Welcome to Gryffindor.
Dude, Jay Rossi just got a gifted membership. Guys, happy for everybody, but Jay Rossi, I'm especially happy for Jay Rossi. Jay Rossi's been here hanging out, and I think every single stream that we have done. So I am super excited to see that Jay Rossi got one of the gifted memberships. Congrats to Jay Rossi and all the others who just got a gifted. And thank you so much, Tim. I mentioned Nico earlier helping out with the Discord. So Tim, Nico, and Dylan are really kind of giving me a lot of good ideas on the Discord. So they're moderators over on the Discord, and both Dylan and Nico are moderators here. I'm probably going to need to add 1 or 2 more moderators here on the YouTube channel as well. But yeah, so huge supporters of the community, supporters of the stream, supporters of the Discord. So Tim, good to see you here tonight, hanging out. Philip Elder, yo, I recognize Philip's name from Twitter. Philip, how's it going? Philip just got one of the gifted memberships. Let's go.
How are you?
And I saw Macy. That's a good point, Macy. We should probably let me open up a separate tab here. That's the cool thing about Stream Elements is that
Welcome to Gryffindor.
you have to. Oh my gosh, why does it look so? I'm gonna go and she suggested that I move all the little alerts above the screen. That's a good point. So they pop up there over my logo instead of over whatever content we happen to be looking at the time. And the one thing, like, I do have to figure out why all of them popped up a second time. We'll have to test that later in the stream. Like, when we get close to the end, I'll go back to the full cam screen and we'll see if they pop again. Because we're getting some new ones now here on this screen. All right, so let's go into streaming tools here, my overlays. And this overlay is called our commentary overlay. All right, so I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it. Nope, not that one. All right, let's see. Alerts. Okay, that's what I need to move. Oh my gosh, no. Come on, Stream Elements. I was literally just hyping you up, saying how user-friendly and how... Oh, no, it's like moving my whole screen now. Okay, there we go. I got it. All right, now I'm going to test one. So this one right here is not a legit... Oh, wait, first I need to save it. All right, this one that's about to pop up. Oh, my goodness. Did you guys see that? Just saw a ghost go by. All right, I'm going to test this right here. This is not a real subscriber. Okay, I can drop it down a little bit. Drop it down just a little bit. So we get Hagrid in there. Oh my gosh, dude. It's like trying to select layers. Why? Why must you be so difficult? And see, I shouldn't try to do this live. That's the other problem. I was like, oh, it'll be no problem. It'll be no problem, guys. Zero problem. Just trying to do too much. Just trying to do too much. Teal Side. Don't think I've seen that name before. Welcome. Nearly Headless Nick going off right now. Right? He's just on repeat. He's just on repeat. Vigilant Beast. Don't know if this has been said, but the last line on Poppy's description seems to imply that we can side with the poachers. Took it as a warning, but it could be reading too much into it. Ooh. Yeah, we're definitely going to read through some of these again. And we'll talk about what I think they could mean. Because they've all been kind of varying levels of revealing, if that makes sense. Like, some of them have... Like, I feel like Sebastian, that was some pretty interesting info. Nat's Eyes was probably the most revealing, but it was mostly just dealing with her backstory. Whereas Poppy's barely said anything, at least at face value, barely said anything. All right, we're going to try this one more time to adjust. If this doesn't work, though, then I'll just do it later, but it's fine. Oh, that's why. Okay. I'm just using arrow keys instead of trying to use the mouse. I think this is working a lot better. All right, I'm going to save that. Hopefully that'll be good. If it's not, hey, there went the ghost again. Lily Potter, should I give my own channels a new name? What do you mean? Are you talking... Are you trying to, like, build a YouTube? Twins makes this such a more interesting storyline, right? See the Great Hall decked out in spooky decor? For sure. For sure. Hope they show a video of the Great Hall when it's Halloween. As I was setting up for this stream and like getting all the little fun spooky things going, I was thinking about that too. That would be such a fun thing. They absolutely have to do something on Halloween. They can't let Halloween go by without giving us some sort of new drop of info. I saw somebody suggesting fall ASMR. I like that. I like that a lot. Fall ASMR would be really good. And especially if it shows some of the themed decorations maybe around the castle. Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be so good. Headless Hunt ASMR. Jenny says, loving the spooky grooves tonight. Hey, I know, right? I found this right before we started going live. If you guys want to check this out. Haunted House Lo-Fi Hip Hop. Lo-Fi Geek. And so it's also in the video description if you guys want to check it out. Dr. Sherbet, I used to... YouTube got far too tricky with YouTube rules on copyright nonsense. Yeah, most of the time on the videos that I pre-record, it's not really a problem. On these, the live streams, I have gotten a couple of, not strikes, but what do they call them? Copyright claims. And I'm pretty sure they've all been bogus claims because all the music that I use is from copyright-free sources. Now, like this one that I'm using tonight, their only stipulation is that you have to put it in the description. So that's easy enough to do, right? Put it in the description. But then I've had some others that don't even have that requirement, and I've gotten some random name claiming the video. And there's a process you can go through, but I've just been clipping it out because it usually is from that beginning part of the stream. So YouTube does give you the ability to go back in, even though the video is already up, and I can just clip that out. So usually what I'll do is I'll just cut out the whole first 10 minutes because for anybody watching the VOD, there's no point in having the countdown anyway. Honestly, I should just get in the habit of doing that after every live stream. But as far as the videos go, it hasn't been too difficult, knock on wood. Not yet anyway. When I first got started, I tried to include, because I've seen a lot of these channels that use a bunch of Harry Potter movie clips. And I thought, oh, you can use movie clips and, you know, it's fair use as long as you're having commentary and all that. But YouTube has an auto detect system. And so if you let too much of it play, the auto detect system will catch it. So I've gotten to where I barely use any movie clips, and if I do, they're just very, very minimal. So it's mostly all my voice and gameplay. Gameplay of games. Trailers, that sort of thing. Hey, High IQ Warrior, welcome. How's it going, dude? Careless Dreamer, is that sarcasm? Hagrid's family's last name is Hagrid. Yeah, Hannah, his name is Rubius Hagrid, keeper of keys and games at Hogwarts. Moon Lily, I kind of want to dedicate a video about the care of magical creatures. Dying to know if unicorns are in game and if we can interact. If they are, they're rare, right? So they have to be really, really rare. But I did see. So I gotta give credit to James on this. There is another Havelock Sweeting. Have you guys seen this? Havelock Sweeting, a unicorn expert. Born in 1634, died in 1710. This could be. Let's see. Hold on. This is hard math. So born in 1634, if he could have had kids, anywhere from 1654 or so, 1650 to like 1670. So this could be the probably like great-great-grandfather of Poppy. That's what I was thinking, drummer boy. My math could be off, but I'm thinking great-great-grandfather or something. Yeah. So we already have the setup. Plus, we know that Poppy is adept at working with magical creatures. Unicorns have a distrust of males. I think you're right about that, Mary. I think you're right. Dumb moment. Hey, all good, Careless. No worries. Gabe, man, the people spoke. I wanted to give everybody the option because I thought, you know what, people may not want. They might not want. Look at this, guys. If we go to our community page, I mean, it couldn't have been more overwhelming. I thought we might get a decent amount for wanting gameplay. But even if I combine God of War and Spider-Man, nope. You guys just want to recap the news, even though there's nothing new. All good with me. All good with me. But I do want to start doing more gameplay streams as well. I really do. I have a lot of fun doing gameplay streams. The problem is they're just not nearly as interactive. They're more interactive than Let's Plays, but they're not as interactive as this because, I mean, you guys see how hard it is for me to keep up with chat right now. But when you're playing a game, I mean, that lowers the ability to check chat even more. Stargazer Tim, hey, have a good night. All good, Tim. I know. I'm burning the, not quite the midnight oil, but it's late night hours for the retro stream. So I totally get if people have to hop out early, but I thank you for stopping by, Tim, and for the gifted memberships. Too kind of you, too kind. You know what? I'm going to turn down the music a bit too. Or maybe I just need to, I'm just going to turn it down in my ears because it's already pretty low on your all's end. Havelock and Poppy, pretty much the same name. Aether, welcome back as well. Or no. Ether. See, I second guess myself now. That's over 100 years before Hogwarts Legacy when he died. Depends on Poppy's parents' age. Right. Developers have put so much thought. Indeed. Like, I don't know how I hadn't heard this one at all. I had completely missed this one. And I had went through. And I remember looking at, like, all the wizard cards. But this one completely bypassed me. Did not catch this one at all, which I don't think this one was I don't think this one was in the video game. Somebody might maybe be able to correct me on that. But like if you're on the lexicon here, they have this FW, so the famous witch and wizard cards, and if you hit the link, it has a little description here of when these were released. So after the release of the 4th book, the world of Harry Potter expanded dramatically. Rowling sold film rights. Additional information. Rather than let others create it, Rowling did it herself. 101 famous wizard cards were the result of that effort. There are 3 types of cards available. The first is the Harry Potter trading card game. So wait, where's the second? The second, trading cards with photos from the films. And then the third are the famous wizard cards, the ones Joe was talking about on her site. These cards have appeared in several forms. Okay, so these are the video game ones. Gotcha. Joe used some of the information from the famous Witch Wizard Chocolate Frog cards for her website's Wizard of the Month. Oh yeah, back when they did the Wizard of the Month. So yeah, I don't know at which point this card was dropped, but that definitely looks like a video game. It looks like an asset from one of the video games. But I agree, Joseph. A lot of thought into this game. Hermione the Time Turner, channel member. Welcome, Hermione. Yo, Nico. Now, Nico getting in on the gifted membership party. Why is there a delay? See, it's like sometimes there's a delay. There it goes. There it goes. And it's always the members that pop first, then the one who did the gifting. I don't know why it's like that. Nico, dude, thank you so much for your support of the stream. And those of you who just got a gifted membership, congratulations. Make sure you thank Nico. And now you get access to the emojis in the chat. You also get discount on our merch, priority reply and comments on the RetroRaconteur YouTube channel, and my thankfulness. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome. Drummer Boy, I feel like if we choose the evil choices, join the bad people in the side quest, we face them as the final battle for the side story. If we have an AK unlocked before we do them, who knows what will happen. Interesting. Yeah, they threw me off ever since they said there's no morality system. Because there's so many degrees of what a morality system could be. So, yeah. I mean, there are definitely going to be choices. And they're definitely going to have impact, right? But they kind of threw me off when they said that. Jedi Master Tyler in the house. Welcome, Jedi. Tessa. How's it going, Tessa? CT707, Wolf Trooper. Oh, dude, another Slytherin, man. Another Slytherin. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, Hermione, that you were Lily. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Bradley was gifted one like 20 minutes ago. Nice. Mary says, lack of love interest is an interesting choice. BioWare spoiled my expectation of that. Yeah, I made a video on that a while back, and that one's a very divisive topic, seems like. Because we're dealing with underage kids, basically. Teenagers, kids, you know, our character's going to be 15. I think they could definitely do it, and I think they could pull it off in a way that's tasteful and not weird or creepy. I still think there will be... I mean, we already know the companions. We're going to have some sort of relationship bond that we develop with them. Maybe it just won't be a romantic relationship. But I still think there's a chance that there could be some level of, like, I don't know, going on dates or something to bond, to get closer to people, certain characters. And I heard, I know Hogwarts Mystery has it. So, I mean, it could definitely be done. Thank you, Jedi Master. Very much appreciated. Could go the route of Persona 5. Yeah. Persona 5. That's an interesting way of handling it. Yeah. A good example. Although that one, that's rated M. So that one kind of, they can skirt the line a little bit more. I don't think Hogwarts Legacy is going to be rated M. And I feel like the Persona characters are a little bit older. But I do still think that's a good framework that they could kind of work backward from. Yo, Feathers here in the house as well. How's it going, Feathers? Welcome. Yeah, I think so too, Mary. I think so too. Probably be someone like Bully meets Persona 5. I need to watch a Let's Play of Bully. I'm always ashamed to say that I've ever played it. It gets brought up so many times by people in Hogwarts Legacy conversation. All right, so we talked about Sebastian. We talked last week about the possibility of Blood Maledictus for the curse, so I'm not going to talk much more about that. But we did not get to talk about Natsai yet. This is a big one, guys. Wise, quick-witted, possessed of a need to seek justice. Natsai grew up in... Oh, wait, hold on. I looked this up last night. Matabele Land, I think it is. Matabele Land, Africa, where she attended Wagadu, the largest wizarding school in the world. She transferred to Hogwarts when her mother became the school's divination professor and is adapting to her new life in Scotland. So that one, a lot of big reveals. Divination, just about confirmed, I think. We already knew about the divination tower. Now we know we have the identity of the divination professor. We had seen her in the background, but now we know Professor. Actually, it could be a different last name. It could be a different last name, but possibly Professor Onai as the divination professor. And then we know that Natsai also is immediately going to have a special bond with us because of the fact that we're both starting out Hogwarts together, which is, as a fifth year, I'm trying to think, did we ever... In the Harry Potter series, did we ever have a transfer student? Or was it always just new, like a new wave of first years? Now, there are characters that were barely mentioned in other books that we were introduced to. But I'm trying to think, did we ever have a transfer in the series? Moon Lily says, not that I can't think of one. Malfoy talked about it. Natsai might have started the previous year. Ah, you're right. It doesn't say. That's a good point. I totally, in my head, read that as that they are just... That this is her mother's first year and her first year. Natsai grew up in Matabele Land, Africa, where she attended Wagadu. Okay, so we know she at least attended 1 year there. That's all we know. Transferred to Hogwarts when her mother became the school's divination professor and is adapting. That's a good point. It does not tell us when. It does not tell us exactly when. Bill was gonna transfer but didn't have the money. No transfers as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I couldn't think of one either. But yeah, that's a good point, Jenny. I'm glad you said that. I've been taking it and running with it that... Yeah, now I don't know which one I feel like is more likely. I don't know which one I feel like is more likely. Is she starting out with us? Now, Jay Rossi with another good point. Isn't Natsai the one who says to us in the trailer, "So you are the new student"? I think so, yeah. I think so. And that doesn't sound like something that a current new student would say. So you are the new student. Yeah, you wouldn't say it like that. You'd be like, so you're new too or something? So you're also new here, I feel like would be another way of saying it. Somebody was asking about, do you think they'll make cards like this for all professors? I don't know. At first I was thinking maybe for companions, but I definitely could see it being something that they use to, speaking of Philip, there he is. Philip in the chat. Philip here on Twitter. What's up, Philip? Doing like a double take there. Wait, I just saw you chat over here. Now there you are over there. Hey, and a good comment from Philip too here. We'll talk a little bit more about Wagadu here in a second for why Philip is bringing this up here. But Nightwing sings Malfoy talked about, that's right, his parents wanting him to transfer to Durmstrang. Dustin hoping for M-rated. I just can't imagine. I would be stunned if they don't hit a T rating. Now, could they very well make this game to be an M? Absolutely. But I fully expect it will be a T rating here. How does a transfer student work with the Book of Acceptance? So their name was probably in there all along, but they don't necessarily... They could start at another school. Book of Acceptance and Quill of Admittance, I think it is. Yeah, Draven saying the same thing. Jay Ross, he was talking about there. Hope Natsai has been there for a year. She might know wandless magic. Right, yeah. That's what Philip was talking about here. That's another good question, Philip. Are the years at the African school structured the same way? We don't know that either, I don't believe. I don't believe that we do. Yeah, definitely possible that she's been there for more than 1 year. Transferred to new actors, right? Charlie was intending to study. Oh, yeah. Somebody mentioned that as well. Be cool for the story if Natsai unlocks her mother's private lessons for... Okay. I talked about this in the video today, but now that we're all here together, I want to talk about it more with you all as well. Because... Oh, no. I don't want the wiki. I want the direct source here. I want the direct source. All right. So this was the official Pottermore posting. January 2016. All right, so the whole thing is actually really interesting, but a couple of the key ones right here. So this one here, actually, let's just start right here. Okay, let's start with this one. Some would say all magic originated in Africa, and Wagadu graduates are especially well versed in astronomy, alchemy, and self-transfiguration. So my thinking is if Africa is quite possibly the origination of magic itself, it's got to be another stronghold of ancient magic. Just has to be. So, maybe Professor Onai, just call her Professor Onai until we hear otherwise, maybe she is going to play a role in helping our character figure this out. Now, we already know about Fig. We know Fig is kind of the one who's taking us under his wing, so it seems. But because of that connection, and I also talked about if we're going to get an Animagi at all, it's got to be from... maybe they'll at least have someone else. Like maybe Natsai's an Animagi. That'd be kind of cool. Because they say right here, even as young as 14... 14-year-olds who could turn at will into elephants and cheetahs. Students from Wagadu. That's how good they were. But yeah. And we know that ancient magic doesn't always have to be, like, it can be without a wand. So yeah, I like where your thoughts are at there, Bradley. I think that could be cool. Natsai is seeking vengeance. The last divination professor we know was taken in by Dumbledore for protection. Was Natsai's mom taken in for protection? And does she seek justice against those who maybe killed her family? Right? Like, there's no mention of a father. And that's leading a lot of people to say, did her father suffer some injustice? Whether he was killed or something else entirely. Yeah, we don't know. But that word justice, like, that does make you think like somebody wronged her family in some way. And then it seems like in that Autodesk trailer, that trailer was so short, it's really hard to glean much from it. But yeah, she was definitely trying to get somewhere, to get some information. And the hippogriff just seemed to be like a side thing, I feel like. Hoping is different from expecting. Right. Exchange student? I don't remember that at all. Dumbledore offered that those students were welcome after Karkaroff ran away. Oh, he did. But I don't think we ever heard about any of them, like, joining. Nah, I don't think so, Moonlily. I don't think so. I mean, Imperio, that one's not going to be terribly graphic. Honestly, like, Avada Kedavra is less graphic than a gunshot. You think about that in video games like Uncharted and stuff that still maintain a T rating. Yeah. Now, there are some scenes where I think we can see blood in some scenes with some wizards in the trailer if you slow it down. And back in the old leaked trailer, there was like I think it was an axe going right into the head of a goblin. Yeah, I see a lot of you guys talking about ancient magic possibly being without a wand. Yep. Nikki says wandless magic would not be good in my opinion. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by not be good. Ravenclaw says Harry could do wandless magic. He was taught to nurture. Wasn't taught to nurture it and grow it. Yeah. Was she there for long enough to become an animagi? I mean, if they were learning as early as 14, you assume she's around the same age as our character in this game, which is 15. But so yeah, maybe she was. If she's been at Hogwarts for a couple of years, then maybe she hasn't been. Maybe she didn't have enough time. But her mom, definitely. Definite possibility. Killing curse implies we can kill others, and we don't know how dark that path may be. Thought they might not go too far. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like the act of taking the life. It's kind of weird to think about, right? But it's not. That's not really considered a mature component of game, at least in the ESRB scale of things. So there's actually no blood with AK. It's a very AK is like a peaceful way to go up compared to the incendio that we see in the trailer. Don't think each companion will teach us. I'm glad you brought that up. Gaming Arius 95. In my opinion, Sebastian teaches us Crucio. Nansai teaches us transfiguration, wandless magic, and/or divination. Poppy teaches us about creatures, mounts. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are, and it's a possibility, jumping on this idea of 3 companions, 3 unforgivables. I don't think so. But again, I mean, I'm just guessing with that. I just don't feel like, I mean, for all the jokes about Poppy being evil, and despite the very sinister image that they used of her, I can't imagine someone like Poppy. I can't say it. I can't say that though, because I mean, guys, we gotta look at this. We gotta look at this. Oh wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I lost it. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing with this. They did. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Dude, she looks so much older. She looks so much older than she does in that gameplay trailer. I wonder if they've aged up her character model too, or if this is just having some fun with fans, knowing how the joke has been going around about Poppy being evil. But listen to this. All right, let's listen to this. Poppy is a bright and compassionate girl, extensive knowledge of and a deep love for creatures. In fact, she believes creatures have far more redeeming qualities than most people. So that alone tells us, like, she does have this sort of rift between her and most people. It says most people right here. Now, in the trailer, like, she has such that soft little voice, and she seems so kind and sweet. But the fact that she is kind of this person who doesn't really want to have a lot to do with people and has a particular aversion to poachers and those who work with him. Whoever said that earlier about that seeming like a choice thing to you and her possibly turning against us if we could potentially side with the poachers, you could very well be onto something. I hadn't thought about that, but listen to that again. And those who work with them. Oh, that's kind of a sneaky little bit of phrasing right there. But I can't look at that and I can't read that and say there's no way she would use Avada Kedavra. I was getting ready to say it, but then I thought, no. If she sees someone harming a magical creature, think Sorcerer's Stone, Voldemort drinking the unicorn blood. If she was to walk up to that happening, whoo, man, and she knows AK, I could see her doing it. I could see her doing it. I could. Isn't this the year of the potions championships at Hogwarts? You have to refresh my memory on that, drummer boy. Is this a specific thing from canon, or are you talking about like something that happened in Harry's 5th year? Bradley, do we know what Fig teaches? We do not. A lot of guesses for ancient runes and or transfiguration. Ancient runes, for obvious reasons. He's the one who's helping us learn about ancient magic. Transfiguration, it probably is the one that's we just don't know as much about yet. And we saw it we saw an object being transfigured in the first trailer. Neko or Nico, not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Noctis, late to the stream, also first time catching a live. Hope everyone is excited. Yo, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. Let me tell you, that's all we got here is excitement for this game. That's not all we got, but we got a lot of it. Trust me. We got a lot of that excitement for this game. Could easily be a dark game. Yeah, it could still be a dark game and be rated teen. Main consensus was AK was a finisher. That's my guess, Dustin, yeah. A twist on Animagi. We willingly become an animal by taking on the burden of Anne Sallow to free her. Ooh, like some sort of ancient magic twist. Natsai won't be teaching me a thing. Won't be friends with anyone not in Slytherin. Oh my goodness, dude. Draven's like going all Malfoy. What is it he says to, he says to Harry, you don't want to go making friends with the wrong sort. Whoa, that's cool, Phantom. The whole Africa being the origin of magic is in reference to the magicians in Egyptian mythology, and the self-transfiguration references the animal-headed gods of Egypt. Ooh, interesting. Trying to go to the Triwizard Tournament. Yeah, that's a big request. That's a big request, for sure. Hey, Levi, good to see you as well. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. She definitely looks older. All of them, that's a good point too, Feathers. All of them do look a little bit older, but especially Poppy. Natsai, I could see it with Natsai for sure too. Sebastian, I haven't. A little bit. I feel like Sebastian a little bit. Natsai a little bit more. I don't know why everything is loading so slow for me tonight. Natsai a little bit more, but then Poppy just looks so much older. I mean, she could have passed for like a second year in the trailer. Poppy is going to be sweet but have an angry side. Right? Like, I could see her snapping, dude. Could absolutely see her snapping. Use the aging potion. Trailer got the sense that she was a year or two behind us. Exactly. That was my thought as well. Herpo the foul. Nah. Poppy the putrid, right? You're going to AK some poachers. I could see it, Big Evil. I could see it. After reading that description and then putting that face with it. I mean, all jokes aside about the Poppy is evil stuff. We already know Sebastian is kind of pushing this idea of, you know, should the unforgivable curses really be unforgivable in every circumstance? Which, even though the Harry Potter books didn't really explore that, they kind of did in a way, because Harry ended up using 2 of them. I mean, he kind of failed at using one of them, but Imperio, they were just like, yeah, whatever. Book 7, we kind of got to do this, so Imperio. For the greater good. Am I right, Grindelwald? So I do think that idea is very interesting if they explore that. She does not look like a sweet badger Poppy anymore. That's what I'm getting at, Wolf Trooper. That's what I'm getting at. Like, I could see her becoming, if something really bad goes down involving magical creatures, and we already know there are poachers in this game, and we've seen a couple of scenes. Yeah, she could quickly spiral out of control. Extremist drummer boy. Yeah, right. Yeah, she could really take it to the extreme. Never mess with a Hufflepuff. You turn against her, she's the last boss, and you choose whether to AK her or not. Oh my gosh. Dang, we going really dark on here. The final game choice is whether or not you AK Poppy. Wow. Could have been bullied a lot. Maybe that's like what's sort of driven her away. That's another interesting thought. Poppy has a sort of poison ivy vibe going on. Instead of plant, she's passionate about protecting animals. Ooh, that's an interesting comparison too. Tells us she beats people up for abusing animals, right? She's gonna be like the loyalty factor. She is loyal to the magical creatures. Now, James Expecto Go has been calling her like our version of Newt, which I think is the best comparison. I think it's a good comparison. I do. But then they have to go out and they post this image right here. We've never seen any pictures of Newt looking this angry. Oh, man. Could off a human to save a creature? I wouldn't put it past her. Poppy could be like Sebastian, do whatever to help any creature. Yeah. Potions Championship was in 1890. Where is this? I don't think I've ever heard of this. Was this something like Slughorn talked about? All right, here we go. HP Lexicon. The Wizarding School's Potions Championship was a competition held to challenge potion makers to prove their potion-making skills by completing various challenges and brewing various potions. The winner received a gold cauldron. Oh, do they not have any dates on it? Oh, so wait, this all came about from that whole Zygmunt Budge Book of Potions thing? The championship is held in an enchanted garden. Students use their potioneering skills to overcome various obstacles, including fantastical beasts, while working to win the Golden Cauldron for Hogwarts. Wizarding School's Potion Championship is held every 7 years and has been held since 1407. Oh, wait, they didn't have it in Harry Potter's day, did they? One of the winners of the competition was a Hogwarts student who used Zygmunt Budge's Book of Potions to help secure the win. Competitors of the Hogwarts champion were a Russian, not even going to try to pronounce that. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Wagadoo student. Oh, wait, so when is this one? The competitors of the Hogwarts. Okay, wait, so this was the Hogwarts champion. This was the people competing against them. This competition and the new information released related to it is from the Wonderbook Book of Potions, a video game released by Sony and Pottermore in 2013, based on the Book of Potions by Zygmunt Budge. So then I guess people have just done the math from 1407, if it was held every 7 years. We just don't know. I'm assuming we don't know when it stopped being held. Poppy using Imperio to, yeah. Wonder if not only our path changes with our choices, but our choices change the paths of others too. Now that'd be really interesting, yeah. if it not only has, I hope so. I mean, I hope it not only has consequences for us, but for the characters around us. I'd be down for that, Feathers. I think that'd be awesome. In the Sebastian trailer, someone says, "You've made your choice." Indeed. Yep. Figured Weasley teaches us transfiguration. Yeah, I think she could be... To me, that makes the most sense. Weasley as transfiguration, and then Fig as ancient runes. All good, Jake. No worries. Yeah, Triwizard Tournament wasn't happening. I feel like these pictures of companions is that we fail a mission or something. Thinking of Dragon Age. Like, it could be loading screens, yeah, but I'm hoping there's not a lot of loading screens in this game. Grindelwald is roughly the... He's born around this time. Gellert Grindelwald. Alright, let's see. What's the date of birth? 1883. So yeah, he's like 7. So he wouldn't be in school yet. He got expelled from Durmstrang in 1899. They are dark with Poppy. Very dark with Poppy. Draven, Poppy's evil. I'm being serious. Hitting her with Crucio a second I'm able to. Do you think we will have labyrinth-like dungeons? Love mazes so much there's not a lot of them in video games. Lee asks. Hey, Lee, a channel member. Welcome, Lee. Thank you so much. Dude, we got Nico here with the super chat. Nico, thank you so much for the super chat. In the Centaur bug clip Avalanche shared on Twitter, do you think that provided a glimpse of how our character will change spells? I was watching a video about this. Whose was it? I always want to make sure I give credit. I think it might have been James's, but I know a lot of people made a video on that. If anybody have that link? I'd like to pull it up, but I can't remember the exact tweet. If you have that link, Nico, we'll pull it up. And I don't think it'll let... Don't try to post it in chat unless you're one of the moderators, guys. I don't think it'll let you. I think it will block the post. But yeah, I can't... If I could pull it up, Nico, I can't really answer it without seeing it because I don't remember it off the top of my head. I just remember it flying off up above. Why no Ravenclaw companion? It's coming, Spin. It's coming. Yeah, I talked about that in the video today. I talked to one of the people who has given me some information behind the scenes before, and it's just a matter of when. In fact, our poll question tonight. Let me check in on our poll question here. Nope, wrong one. I don't want to move the haunted house. I want to move this one. So let's see what our poll question looks like. No, why are you... All right, we're going to end the poll here. Let's see. End poll. All right, let's see what our final results were. Why is it not showing the final results? Oh my gosh. Oh wait, it's just taking a while to catch up. Dude, Bradley with a $10 super chat. Hot off the heels of Nico's super chat. Bradley, thank you so much. Bradley didn't even have... I'm not even seeing a question, Bradley. Did you only post the Slytherin icon? Bradley, if you have a question, feel free to post it in the regular chat and I'll try to get to it. But if that was just a show of support for the stream, thank you so much, my friend. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot. All right, I was trying to pull up the... Dude. My computer's acting really weird tonight, guys. I hope we don't have another random crash. I was trying to pull up the poll results. Why is it not letting me? I can't see the poll results. They're just gone. Let me try to refresh this page, actually. Anyway, I think it was, we only had yes or no. I'm pretty sure it was 68% said yes, that we will have more than 4 companions, is your prediction. So, the person that told me that the Ravenclaw companion is just a matter of... Oh, thank you, Moon Lily. Thank you so much. I don't know why, dude. It just, like, completely went away. I couldn't see it the moment I hit in. Normally, it pops up in the stream. Oh, you guys must have saw it, because all of you are posting there. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, there's the poll results there. 68% yes, 31% no, with 320 votes. But, yeah, the person that told me the Ravenclaw companion is just a matter of when, not if, also said there will be more than 4 companions. So there you go. There's your little tease of the night. Now, that one is not... I'm not, like, reporting that. It's not like the Quidditch thing when I was very, very sure on the Quidditch. On the Quidditch thing, I had that doubly confirmed. On all the stuff that I talked about with the dungeons and all those things, I had that doubly confirmed. So I felt really good about that. This one is just... But again, it's one of the sources who has told me some of the stuff already. They've been accurate and reliable so far. Honestly, I'd kind of just come to accept that we were only going to have 4. I thought it was just going to be 1 for each house. I thought it was just going to be 1 for each house because of how they'd been revealing them. But if you really think about it, do we really want to know all of them before launch? I don't think so. I don't want to know all of them. I'd rather go into the game and just be completely surprised by some of the people that are companions for us. That math isn't adding up. I know, right? 68 and 31. Just a little percent off there somewhere. Close enough. Close enough. E-Man definitely will. I can see the main ones they've shown are going to be the important ones. And see, what I'm wondering is, like, does Fig count as a companion? Does a Centaur count as a companion? Because we see Fig, and from that weird clip with the Centaur, we see the Centaur as well, and we think they're fighting alongside us. Well, we know in the case of Fig that he's fighting alongside us. Same with Natsai. Same with Sebastian, and then you would assume Poppy's going to be the same. These students and more, right, Feathers? Right? Feel like 2 per house would be a good mix. Well, the other thing... I'm just like, how much should I say and drop tonight? The other thing that the person was telling me is that it's not necessarily based on houses. And they didn't really go into more detail on it, but I think in our mind as fans, we were kind of thinking, oh, it's sort of based around houses. But they were saying it's not so much based around houses, it's more based on, like, personality traits. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. Yeah. But I was asking about the Ravenclaw thing because I was kind of getting worried. I really was. I'd felt so confident. It was honestly, I was still pretty confident, but when last week I thought, oh, this is it. They're leading up to the Ravenclaw companion reveal. That's the point of all this. That's the point of all this build up this week. And then they started going every other day, and so we're all doing the math, thinking like, oh, darn, it's gonna end with just the 3, isn't it? So then when that didn't happen, I reached out to the person and I said, hey, do you know, is there a Ravenclaw companion? And they said, yes, they've heard there definitely is. So there you go. There you go. And there's more than 4 is what they were saying. So that'd be cool. I hope so. But yeah, I hope we don't get all of them. No, they did not announce the Ravenclaw companion. Not officially yet. I have just heard behind the scenes that there will be one. For that was Wedden00 who asked that. Travis, not optimistic for more than 4, but I'm really stoked if that ends up being true. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. But again, I don't know the extent of what a companion. I mean, we kind of have a little bit of an idea of like how these companions are going to work, but I still don't think we have that system fully fleshed out. I mean, we know that it's optional, and to me, the whole. When you consider that fact, the fact that Sebastian's quest is optional, then you gotta have more than 4. You would almost have to have more than 4. Now, of course, Sebastian's gonna have multiple quests, but I mean, you would hope for 6, 7, 8 would be great. I mean, it's an open world action RPG, right? Maybe the game wants you to be Ravenclaw. I saw that going. A lot of people have been saying that, Hippie, and there was that going around on Twitter. I'm pretty sure that was just a Photoshop. That was just a Photoshop. That comment about the Ravenclaw companion where somebody had... I'm almost positive that was just a Photoshop. Somebody having a little fun. Y'all know everyone's talking about someone teaching us AK. What if no one does? What if you find it while in a dungeon? It does say, be careful where you choose to explore. Oh, it does. It does, Phantom. One part in the State of Play says allies and shows the main character conversing with a white-haired goblin. I was thinking that too, JP. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes. I could see a goblin companion as well. Yeah. The goblin that we're meeting with in the Hog's Head, I believe. Wonder why they're putting so much focus on these 3 companions. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just kind of the 3 that they've chosen to highlight for whatever reason. Maybe it's the one that they have the most information on so far in terms of the game, like the most of the stuff done. Hannah with the super chat. Hannah, thank you so much for the super chat there. Hannah says other companions probably recognize their names. That's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. We could very well have some like a Ravenclaw companion where we recognize their last name. Maybe that's the reason that they're holding back. Yeah. Maybe you could choose any companion, but the main story has only 3. Peeves is a companion confirmed. Yeah, you heard it here first. RetroRaconteur. No. Own house elf companion. What do we know about Deke? Oh, could Deke be like a companion as well? Ooh. I do think Deke works at Hogwarts. But Deke, that's another companion. There's Deke, there's the Goblin, there's a Centaur. Okay, here we go. Nico found it. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much, Nico. All right. Are you sure you want to leave YouTube? Oh, I trust Nico, but just in case something goes crazy with that link, I'll open it up separately. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Mary Studios. Are you still here, Mary? Mary said she had missed this. Amori Poet. What is up, Amori Poet? What have I missed the last week and a half? So out of the loop now. Oh, Amori Poet, you got to go back and... well, actually, you know what, Amori Poet? Here. If you go to the YouTube, watch today's video right here. That is almost an exact recap of the last week and a half. Almost exactly. Welcome, Amori Poet. Good to hear you. Good to hear you. Good to see you hanging out in the chat. So, Mary and others who hadn't seen this before, this was all the way back in March. I knew it was a while ago. And it was the WB Games. I knew it was in like an obscure... This is WB Games Avalanche account. While putting together last week's trailer, we came across this hilarious bug and had to share. Okay, so it's only 9 seconds long. But look at this. Twitter compression too. So you could see the centaur over here. And then you can see our character doing battle. We've seen this setting in the trailer before. Clearly doing battle here with these dark wizards, and it looks as if the centaur over here is helping, and then this one, you're going to see the crazy glitch right here. So look, there's the centaur helping, and then this one just goes flying. Oh! Just got Confringo in the face. I'm going to turn down the music, or pause the music here so you all can make sure this is turned up so everybody can hear this. Because there's no audio. There is audio, there's no music. I kind of like this better, at least for trying to figure out. Confringo direct hit. So, what is that? Ha ha. Somebody just. Is that in game? It sounds like Siri or something. But Nico was asking, do I think this shows a sneak peek at how combat's going to work? Absolutely. R1 is clearly used for. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank now. I did another video. I did a video on this where we talked all about this. Oh, geez. A Pugno. So to make the object, and that's R1 right there. But I want to watch our character here. Okay, so right there, spell, then another spell, and then we see this kind of little sort of bluish white, I don't know, purple glow that bounces off of them. And then watch this right here. We get that little, like, pew pew sound, and our character kind of shakes the wand. Like something is on a cooldown and not active yet. Here, let's watch it again. Then a Depulso. Right there, they shake the wand. So you can see, so maybe the centaurs aren't necessarily companions because there's more than one here. There's one over here on the left, and then we have this one. Although they did say it was a bug, so maybe there's not supposed to be more than one. Then this centaur just goes flying, gets hit by a Confringo. Just a random ha-ha that we hear out of nowhere. Don't know what that's all about. Draven, I think a lot of people are thinking that we'll have a set last name and that we'll get to choose our first name, and then characters in-game will just call us by our last name. Or they just don't say our name. It's possible. But a lot of games that handle it both ways. Should be a key character in Hogsmeade. Well, if the goblin works or lives in the Hog's Head or in Hogsmeade, that would qualify. Hopefully we can name our character. I hope so. I think we'll be able to name them at least a little bit. Philip says that is making me think of the Nemesis system, probably significantly scaled back from Shadow of War, just deeper, unique personalities. What if we find the place where AK was first used? They said our past could lead us to a dark place, and then it shows a cave and the player using AK. Yeah, that cave, I think, is definitely tied to it, to where we learn. Lee says, Retro, are you and Chandler the same person using different masks? Both have blue eyes. I've never seen the two of you in the same place. Nah, Chandler has a lot more hair than I do, so... Unless he's, you know, pulling out a wig. No, Chandler and I are not the same person. I really hate it when the chat, like, why did it just jump? It just jumps and, like, skips 50 posts. I was looking at Hallberry's comment. Hallberry or Halberry. Where did it go? Oh my gosh. We got Tom Riddle here, though. Okay, there it is. Hallberry says, I think there will be other companions, but like teachers or house elves, maybe non-student ones. Yeah, kind of like Fig and maybe others. Maybe we can influence our companions to walk away from certain paths. Possible. I would say we can name our own character. The NPCs won't refer to us by name. Example, in Genshin Impact, they refer to you as Traveler rather than your name. So yeah, it could be like student or... I just think the Potter series, it's just... You think about all the instances of the students running around and the teachers shouting their last names like Potter, Weasley, Granger, you know? So it would be cool if we had a set last name that they would actually say in-game. Ashley, wish they would tease the Ravenclaw companion without a name or face reveal just to know they exist.
Wizard.
Keep us in the dark about who they are. I'm pretty confident a Ravenclaw companion exists. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I talked to a person behind the scenes who's shared some info before, and they assured me there is a Ravenclaw companion. And they've been right so far, so I have no reason to doubt them here. Our nickname is going to be the Ancient One. Could you imagine? The Ancient One. Don't forget Deke. Yeah, we can't forget about Deke. Could find AK in the restricted section. We definitely know we're going to be able to sneak around the restricted sections. That's pretty cool. Really hope some of the animals can be companions with us. Never had a better companion than dog meat. Oh, right. There have been some really good animal companions in games. That's for sure. If there's subtitles, it'll probably say the name we set. The audio will say something else. Fandom Draws in the house. Channel member Fandom Draws. What's up, Fandom? Travis Cup, possibly teachers and civilians. Amori Poet's been on vacation. Ah, gotcha. Well, yeah, that video today will catch you up. Mainly, they've released those 3 character cards with some minor story bits, mainly backstory. But some people are starting to feel like it might be a little bit too much story stuff they're sharing, and they might need to start making it go a little bit more toward gameplay, which we know they've said they're going to show gameplay before the end of the year, so we know that's coming. Shameless plug. Oh, I don't. Oh, for the video. Yeah. Shameless plug for my own video. We can promote it here. It's all good. JS, we are stoked as well. Here for not for long, Fandom. Hey, it's all good. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out for as little or as long as you can be here. Just think about the cemetery we saw in the State of Play. Involves a special quest with our house ghost or Sir Nicholas. Hey, we do see that we're going with Nicholas somewhere. And the main character says, don't forget why I'm here, sir. So we have to go to Nick for something in one of the quests. Now, we're talking about what they revealed so far and how some people feel like a little too much. One thing I do really like is there's been very little about the main story, which I'm totally cool knowing little about that. Totally cool. Before you went on vacation, you're in the know, but now you're not. Confringo might be a spell we can learn too. I definitely think so, yeah. For sure. I don't think there will be specific house quests, Nightwing. I don't. I could be wrong about that. And I'm kind of torn on whether I would want to see it or not. Because on one hand, it does sort of increase replayability. Gives you another reason to replay on all the houses. But man, that's 4 times, really? So I'd rather instead them have it to where it just might play out a little bit differently. So maybe if there's a quest involving the Gryffindor, something in the Gryffindor common room, well, you can just walk right in if you're a Gryffindor. But if not, you've got to find a way to get in, whether it's a companion that you've befriended, or whether it's Polyjuice Potion, or whether it's some other means. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Just take a fireball to the head. Koji Lewis, so excited for this game. Love your commentary. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Glad you found the live stream. Cooldown or the spell change animation. Ah, nature guy. A spell change animation. Oh, that's weird, though. Why would there be a spell change animation? No, I think it's something like something not working right with the wand. Hey, Chris, welcome. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. But again, I mean, they were showing this as a glitch, so it may not even, whatever it is, may not look like this in the final game. Dude, the Centaur is just freaking out. Totally freaking out. You missed this, Amori Poet. You missed this while you were away. This is official right here. Let me tell you. School night means early bed. Hey, that's very responsible of you, Phantom Draws. Very responsible of you. I've never heard that at the end before. I know. I watched this before too, and I do not remember hearing that. What in the world? Sounds just like Siri or something. Just a flourishment, like cast time, almost to cast a pulso. Perhaps the wand shake is a failed cast. Could be a cooldown. Spell failure would be an interesting mechanic. Is this a feature? Is it a bug or is it a feature, right? One could be a companion and the others are just there for the quest. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Travis, it's not the settings. It's that it takes time to respond to the comments, and we have such an active chat here that if I talk about any one comment for more than like 30 seconds, I'm about 20 posts behind. So that's what it is. Oh man, I know it feels like that on your end probably. It feels very delayed. But see, so much of our discussion, it's not something you can respond to quickly. I mean, a few of them are, but a lot of things it's like I want to deep dive on, and then by the time I'm done deep diving, there's like 20 more things I want to deep dive. Nose of Sauron, maybe the devs will reveal the Ravenclaw companion at the end of a gameplay trailer. Yeah, maybe the next trailer. I mean, Sebastian got a whole trailer, so. Need something to make choosing certain houses special besides the robes. Let's think about that, Nightwing. See, here we go. This is a perfect example. Like, I see that comment from Nightwing, and now I want to unpack it. And I know, I can see there's already, like, at least 10 more comments after that I can see, plus probably another 10 to 15 that I can't, that are past the scroll. I can't see them. But that's just how it goes. Yeah, like, what else could they do to make the houses feel... I mean, that the common rooms, I mean, that's the big one, right? But then at the end of the day, is it just a hub and nothing more? What else can they do to actually have an impact on the gameplay? They did mention polyjuice. You're right, Philip. It's definitely going to come into play at some point. Look like the spell backfired? Could be, yeah. someone titled the clip and it was red text to speech. Because it does sound like a bot, doesn't it? What if there was a wheel with spells, each choosing a new combo set, but for the video they disable the HUD? Ah, I could see that, Nico. Yeah, there's something there that we just can't see that's actually happening when they're going through the different spells. So that's why they put some little animation with it. Could be. What if the wand we're using doesn't trust us? Oh my gosh. It's the Elder Wand. We didn't win it right. We didn't rightfully win the wand. Okay, see right now the chat just did the thing again where it like jumps way down. Nose of Sauron. Hey, Nose of Sauron. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Rave music. Oh my gosh. Over the Centaur. Yeah, guys, check out the Discord. Which, oh man, you know what I meant to do earlier, Nico? When you shared it, I meant to go on and create I'm going to create a command for it. So we were talking about this earlier in the stream, guys. If you want to continue these discussions when we're not live streaming, Nico has done an excellent job revamping our Discord. So there are a lot of new areas in the Discord, and I'm going to go right now, and I'm going to create a command for this. Chat commands. Okay, let's see. Custom command. All right, so we're going to add new command. Exclamation point Discord. And then let's see if anybody is... What is this, Jake, about going live next Thursday? Next Thursday, you're excited to go? Live in Texas? What's happening on Thursday? What's happening on Thursday, Jake? What if that wand isn't ours? Oh, I like that idea, Moon Lily. Like if we had to pick up a wand or something for some reason. Elwin is back. What's up? Elwin's that's why everybody's asking Elwin about the dogs. Elwin's a dog trainer, which is awesome. WB Elwin, and we can steal others' wands and use them. I want to be General Grievous in Harry Potter now. Ravenclaw Tyrell tried asking earlier. Yeah. People ask me about that map all the time. Yeah, I have seen it. Amazing detail. Which professor is using Polyjuice? Ooh. Man, there's a video I'm working on that I'll tease a little bit for you guys. That idea got me thinking of it, but it's going to be something about the possible twists and evil characters in Hogwarts Legacy. Kind of like a fun Halloween-ish vibe type of video. Dogs are the best, indeed. Someone mentioned that the descriptions were where it states certain characters that can do things, be our companions. Honestly, I think that could be the case. I wonder if Poppy's going to be evil or she's nice, but she's crazy when fighting. I mean, Poppy, like, look at that face. We were talking about that earlier. I mean, Poppy could definitely snap in this game. Would not surprise me at all. If something bad happens to a magical creature, then Poppy, AK, not going to surprise me at all. Not going to surprise me. Oh, you get to go to Universal. Okay, now it makes sense. That is awesome for sure. Yeah, you got to check out all the Harry Potter stuff down there. It's great. I haven't been since they opened the new part, but even what they had originally on the Islands of... So on the Islands of Adventure side, they have Hogwarts and like Hogsmeade. That alone was cool. Then they added on the other park the Diagon Alley stuff. So that was incredible. I haven't been to that part, so I still need to go. Still need to make plans. Interesting to see how many Easter eggs. Oh my gosh, right? Not just for the older games, but just for the Harry Potter series. It's going to be packed. It's going to be packed with them for sure. Yeah, I saw the new map too. I think some people posted that on Discord. Neil, it is this right here. It's in the description as well. Lo-Fi Geek, Haunted House, Lo-Fi Hip-Hop Mix. No copyright. Always got to go for the no copyright. Actually, I wonder if I could even... Nah, probably don't want to play the... I know it says no copyright, but I don't want to risk it where I don't have to. Oh, that's a good idea, Nico, for us to have a dog section for well, not like just cute pet pictures. Oh, you got an Instagram? Oh, I bet you have some good ones on there. Hit the like button if Poppy scares you. Careless Dreamer. Oh, so I thought, okay, so Amori Poet saying, what was this on our screen? So this was, you probably have seen this, Amori Poet, but if you haven't seen this, they posted this video on September 30th. This was kind of like a recap of all the stuff they shared on Instagram. This is like the field guide that they introduced, which is something that we're going to have in-game. And they had all these fun little tips that they revealed with it about common rooms and various things. So then last week, the reveals that we got were 3. A lot of us have just been calling them like character cards, because they look like little trading cards almost here. So the one of Sebastian here, not a lot new, but we learned that Anne is his sister's name, and also that they're twins. Then there's one on Natsai. So we learned that she is also a transfer student. We just don't know when. We were talking about that earlier in the stream, that I had assumed that she was transferring this same year with our character. But that's not what it says. It doesn't say when. So her mother is also the divination professor. She attended Wagadu for a while, grew up in Africa. And then the Poppy one. The Poppy one didn't reveal a lot of new info, but it dropped this bit at the end. She believes creatures have far more redeeming qualities than most people, and has a particular aversion to poachers and those who work with them. So it's like, yeah, sweet, cute, innocent little Poppy. And she also looks very aged up, we were talking about. But I wouldn't put it past her to AK somebody if they harm a magical creature. Would not put it past her at all. Nah, Neil, that doesn't start until Tom Riddle's day. The curse for the Defense Against the Dark Arts post. $1,000% worth it, Hannah says. I've gone a few times. Oh, to, yeah, all the parks down there. Oh, yeah, I need to go back. I really need to go back. The last time I went, oh my gosh, it's probably been 10 years now, because it was before we had kids, and my oldest son is 8 now. So my wife and I, we were married when we went, and we went with my family, but yeah, we did not have any kids yet. So it's been, gosh, probably around 10 years. That's crazy. So, but yeah, so then once we started having kids, there's no point in going until they're old enough to actually enjoy it. And they're almost there. My 8-year-old is absolutely there. And then my 4-year-old is getting there. I feel like I don't want to go in like peak season, like summer. So we'll probably try like a fall or early winter, maybe. But I think by next year, we might be ready to finally go. And of course, we need to do Disney with them as well. They've never been there either. Hey, Nightwing, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Navy says I have to work every day. Oh, wow, I did not realize, Nightwing, you were in the Navy. Thank you for your service, dude. That's awesome. Well, yep, yeah, your sleep is definitely important. You definitely need your sleep. So thanks for hanging out, my friend. Have a good one. Nico, volunteer with dogs, so I have a lot. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Jaguar Gamer, that would make sense, or we can let her go down in insanity since it's our choice on what to do. Like if we want to know Crucio. Ether, gotta run. See you guys in the Discord. Hey, thanks so much, Ether. John says, one thing I'm not clear on is that it says we start late as a 5th year, but could that also mean starting the school year late? Do we start at the same time as everyone? John, I was wondering that originally too. So 100% we're starting as a 5th year, which is late. I don't think we're starting the school year late, but there's got to be a reason that we're not arriving by traditional means. There's got to be a reason. It looks like we are arriving at Hogwarts when everyone's already there from the way it looks in the trailer. Like almost like they're waiting on us. So I still don't think, even if we do get there late, like timing-wise of that year, I still don't think it'll be way, way late. You know, like maybe a couple days after or the night of, maybe we arrive that night. Feathers, you've done the London tour. Totally worth it. Nice. I went to, oh my gosh, what was it called? I think it was called the Harry Potter exhibition when it was in New York. And it was where they had a lot of the movie props. My wife and I did that. That was also probably around 10 years ago. I'm telling you, man, once you have kids, like, your traveling has to change. It's not that you have to stop traveling, but it definitely has to change. Some of the things that you used to do, you just can't do until they're a little bit older. But yeah, so we did that. That was pretty fun, but they didn't allow, I couldn't get any pictures. They didn't allow any pictures or video in there. But as much as I make fun of Cursed Child, I would like to see it as a play, just because I've heard as a play it's actually really good. I'm just going to imagine in my head that it's just a fan fiction fun thing about a what if Harry Potter, and it is not considered canon in my book. Elwyn went to Orlando 8 years ago, chosen to do the Ollivander's experience, Giddy to get chosen over all the 12-year-olds. Let's go. See, when we went, it was still so new. The line for Ollivanders was really long, so we never, that was the one thing that we did not get to do that we wanted to do. We did not get to do the Ollivander's experience. But all the other stuff, we ate at the Three Broomsticks. We rode all the major rides, which, speaking of the park, how crazy is that they, part of Hogwarts Legacy, they modeled after the Hagrid's motorbike ride. You know what? Let's pull up, dude, I'm going to definitely have to restart my computer out after this. Everything is running so slow for me right now. It all started last night. I probably should have restarted it before the stream, but let's go with a hot summer day. Mary, I'm sure it will be a whole new experience going back with kids. Right? Exactly. And my oldest, I've been really close to starting to read Harry Potter with him. Really, really close. But I know once we start, I won't want to stop. I want to read all of them to him. So I want to wait till he gets a little bit older. Because the first 2, 3, he could definitely handle those. But then 4 kind of gets a little... That one starts to get pretty dark at that point. He's only 8. But, I mean, he's definitely capable of understanding it for sure at this point. I just started... He read all the Magic Treehouse books, and I would say about 80% of those I read to him, and then about 20% he started reading on his own. And then he just started a new series called Heroes in Training. It's kind of like the kid version of Percy Jackson, basically. And he's just loving them so far. He's reading all those on his own. He's a huge reader. I'm so proud of him. He loves to read, and he loves to write. He writes all the time. And he's already made up a couple of different stories that I'm like, dude, that's actually a really good character. He has this one series, he calls it it's called Cart and Box. So the cart is like a shopping cart. So if you can imagine like Pixar style, facial animations here, the cart has got animations, and then Box rides in the cart, and they go on all these little adventures together. And then he has another one called he calls it Halloween Vampire, but the name, he started writing it around Halloween. Gosh, I think he was 5 or 6. I think he was 6 when he started writing it. And so he called it Halloween Vampire, but his name is Big Tooth. This was my favorite, dude. I'm so proud. I gotta share this just very briefly with you guys. So the vampire's name is Big Tooth. He lives, and he doesn't have any friends. Nobody wants to be friends with him because he's a vampire. So just think about like a 6-year-old mind, writing this. Nobody wants to be friends with him because he's a vampire. And so he has his house. It turns out he discovers that his house can fly. It's basically like a spaceship. So he takes his house into space, meets an alien there. He and the alien become like best friends. He brings the alien back, and they like hang out on Halloween, and then everybody like wants to come hang out with the vampire and the alien. I'm like, dude, this was such a, like, for a 6-year-old, like, that is a really fun plot for like a little short book. So good. But he has since wrote way more about those characters, and then he's got all sorts of other fun characters too. Best time to go is late winter because it's calm. Yeah. Frank, thanks for stopping by and hanging out, Frank. Have a good one. Timothy the Ninja, don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. There will be a Ravenclaw companion. There will be a Ravenclaw companion. Just a matter of when. Not a matter of if. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The OWL test is 5th year, so having to no longer be homeschooled at that point would make sense. Yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to handle that. If they're going to have those in the game. You got pictures of all the props and sets at the tour. That's awesome. Yeah, whatever that thing was that I went on, they allowed no photos. Fireburn, I was thinking that yesterday about the start of our arrival to Hogwarts. How do we end up in that carriage? James has a good video. Expecto Go has a good video on this. I think it's an older video, though. And I think he's spot on with his timeline. I was thinking about it, too, even before he posted that video. If you look at kind of like the clothes that our character is wearing, I think the timeline goes, something happens with our character where Fig has to go and pick us up. Then we go to Gringotts with Fig. We run into Ranrock there. Then we're on the carriage heading to Hogwarts in the flying carriage with Fig and that other guy. That's when that guy shows them the newspaper with Ranrock talking about the rebellion, and it has the September 1st date on it. September 1st, 1890. So you know that day, I mean, that's when the Hogwarts Express, that's when they start school. So they're on their way to Hogwarts right then and there. And then that scene of the little carriage landing in the little courtyard there, that's right. They're about to go right into Hogwarts. YouTube put an ad where chat should be. Now it's a lot lower than the stream. Like a pop-up ad or something? That's weird. Normally during live streams, it only shows ads if I actually manually trigger them, which I did not. So I don't know what that's about, Timothy. Sorry about that. Yeah. Dude, Sithray, what is up? You live in Orlando and go all the time. Okay, I'm jealous. I'm not going to lie. I'm jealous. Diagon Alley is my favorite place to relax and enjoy the wizarding world. So would you say Diagon Alley, like, is it more fun than the other side? Because I've only been to the Hogsmeade area. That's all I've been to. Amori Poet, haven't been in about 20 years. Not sure when you'll get the chance to go back. Well, if you ever do, as a Harry Potter fan, it is absolutely worth it. It is absolutely worth it. There's been a lot of things, like, since the original series, honestly, that I've been disappointed with in terms of how, not the fandom, but just, they could have done so much more. Like, the Fantastic Beasts stuff has been a bit of a disappointment. Even the movie, I don't want to upset anybody, but even the movies to an extent, the movies were very good, don't get me wrong, but I still don't think they lived up to what the book, and they messed up a lot near the end. I'm sorry, they just did. But fine. I appreciate the movies for what they did. They made it even more mainstream than it already was. But the Cursed Child stuff, as a play, I've heard Cursed Child's actually very good. But the whole fiasco with Cursed Child and then the Fantastic Beast, there's been a lot of struggles post-launch of the 7th book. However, the one thing that they absolutely crushed and knocked out of the park, oh my gosh, see what I did there? Pun not intended, by the way. But it's the theme park. The theme park, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. It's incredible. It really is incredible. So for any of you, it's expensive. Not going to lie. It is not cheap. It is not cheap. And honestly, to get the best bang for your buck, you want to try and stay on site at one of the Universal hotels, because then you get to skip the line, so you get in like an hour early. So it's definitely worth that too if you can afford it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not cheap, but I highly recommend it. And I haven't even been to the other part, so there's a whole other section that I haven't even seen. But even aside from the Harry Potter stuff, like, my family loved going to Universal. We went to Universal for years. When we were kids, we did Disney one year, and we did Universal, and then we started going to Universal because we had just more fun there. It's kind of funny. Universal has Marvel Superhero Island. They had that before Disney bought Marvel. So it's kind of weird now that all the Marvel stuff is not with Disney. As far as I know, the last I checked, there was something in the contract where I don't think Universal can add any Marvel things. I don't think they can add any new Marvel stuff. However, they get to keep. From what I remember, I think they can keep it as long as they want. As long as they don't change anything or add anything new, they get to keep those rides. And let me tell you, they are some good rides. The Incredible Hulk coaster and the Spider-Man ride, incredible. Incredible. The Spider-Man ride's probably starting to get a little bit dated now, but when it, like, the first few years that it came out, man, the technology in that ride were just incredible. Incredible technology when it first came out. Okay, sorry. You guys got me, like, I get excited talking about the theme park stuff. And whoever was making fun of me for being so far behind, I know I'm now even more behind. So I'm going to have to scroll through. I'm going to miss a lot of these. My apologies. My apologies. I'm going to have to miss a lot of these comments. Oh, y'all think that sounded like a fun book for my son? I know, right? Right? And he loves sports too. Like, he goes from sports to reading to video games. I'm like, dude, yes. Do it all, man. Do it all. Don't get pigeonholed into one stereotype, you know. You don't have to be just, and that was me in school, man. I never, like, in high school, I feel like that's really when all the cliques start to form, right? Like the classic, the nerds and the jocks and the goths. I refuse. I talked to everybody. I hung out with everybody. I was at a very small school, so it was a little bit easier to do. But yeah, like, I was on an academic team, but I did sports stuff too. I went to dances. I went to sporting events. I did all the things. Ravenclaw Tyrell, definitely did not expect it to be as amazing as it was, right? I mean, it's It's really nice. Really nice. Careless Dreamer, never been to any of the parks, but would love to go to Harry Potter World. It's good. It's good. Everyone here wants Poppy to go full Palpatine. I know, kids, like, their minds, they just... And I want to encourage him to keep going with it, too. We read some of Dave Pilkey's stuff, who... Dave does, like, the Captain Underpants. And there's a thing, like, about me where he came up with the character for Captain Underpants when he was in something like the 2nd or 3rd grade. And I could tell right away that my son just, like, that immediately, he's like, wait, this is not just this is something I can actually do. And so that's what I was trying to really get him to understand, like, because it's one thing for the proud parent, like, oh, my son, I love his writing. He does such a good job. But I really think he does. I really think he does. Don't want to take tests, do enough of that in real life. I know, right? Figs like Hagrid. I think the Gamekeeper is going to be... A lot of people are thinking the name could be Ernesto Jag, but I think it's the guy that we see with Sebastian, and we see in the trailer with Sebastian and his sister. I think that's the Gamekeeper. But Fig could be too. Although I still think Ancient Runes is the most likely for Fig. Not necessarily OWLs might not even be a thing yet. True. Like, we don't know when they really started. We don't know when they started exactly. Seen ads above the chat. That's so weird that it's above the chat. I mean, I could change the position of chat. Not tonight, but, like, I could change where it... So is it just on, like, the lower right of the screen? Is that where they appear? Like, if I had an exact... So, like, let's say we moved all of this down here. If we move that to the complete other side. So, like, over... You see my mouse? If we moved it over there, would they show up there? Dude, what if YouTube, like, changed and it started showing up over the chat over there? That's crazy. It's left over from the initial ad. It's stuck on that side. What in the world? I have played Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, one of my favorite games ever, actually. Haven't played the second one, though. Personally, Travis says Diagon Alley felt a little small. All the same stuff in the stores. Oh, it's kind of the same stuff in the shops and things. Live in England. Haven't had the chance to go yet. Still want to see a full-on series. You talk about for Harry Potter, Philip, like remaking the originals? Movies by themselves were good compared to the books. I know, right? That's where I'm at. Haven't been to Universal in over 15 years. Yeah, it's getting close to that for me. First Fantastic Beasts was great. Second was pretty good. Haven't read Cursed Child. From what I've heard, it doesn't sound great. Ravenclaw, Tyrell. Hey, don't be ashamed of that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people discovered them through the movies. And I don't want to trash the movies because I realize they, like I said, they took it to a level of mainstream that the books alone would have probably never done. That's just the reality. And for a lot of people, they got them into the series. So don't be ashamed of that. Don't be ashamed. Saw the movies first and the books really answered my questions. Gonna read the book again before Hogwarts Legacy. You'd go if it wasn't in Florida? Hate the weather. Oh, the weather's great if you go in like the off season. So like if you went in probably like November, December, January, you can get some really nice weather. So my other favorite rides there, I love the Mummy ride. I love, like I said, the Hulk coaster is awesome. The Spider-Man ride is awesome. There's a whole like water area too, where it's like, no, we don't want to watch this one. We want more ASMR. Let's do the other ASMR. A rainy spring night. The fall ASMR, they really could drop that one at any time between now and... You know what? I feel like it has to come before... I guess they could do mid-November, but they definitely will not... I mean, once you get into December, we're winter, so... If you're interested in book suggestions, your eldest, maybe he'd like The Secrets of Droon. It was one of my favorites when I was around his age. Ooh, I'll look into that, Neil. Thank you. Yeah, so far, what all have I read with him? I don't want to bore you guys with all of it, but we've read Spiderwick. We've read all the Magic Treehouse. He just started Heroes in Training. We tried Narnia. We read Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. And he liked it, but I forgot. C.S. Lewis is so... Like, that's a kid's book, but man, there are some big words in there. And it's I don't know, it's an interesting pace. He enjoyed it, but I just thought, I probably should have waited till he was a little bit older on that one. There was another one. We read The Hobbit, and while that one does have some big words, he really liked The Hobbit. I want to get him that old animated movie, but I don't even know if he would sit through it because the animation compared to today's standards, he might be like, what is this? I can't even see what these characters are. Secrets of Droon. I'll have to remember that. I'm going to put that down in my notes right now. Yeah, I work at a library, so I always have... easy access to people who can give me good recommendations. That's how I found out about the Heroes in Training. Secrets of Droon. Mummy's your favorite ride by far? Yeah, Mummy's pretty awesome. Right, Tyrell, oh my gosh, what is the name of the big... Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges. You get soaked on that ride. You get soaked. Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls. Oh, and the Jurassic Park. Oh my gosh. The Jurassic Park ride, I love that ride. I mean, it's so simple, but it's just so... They really do a good job of making you feel like, oh man, you're in the park. And then you are now entering the raptor containment area. Stay calm. And then the end, oh, it's got one of the best endings of any ride. And then there was one more. Men in Black's pretty fun. I enjoyed Men in Black. I don't even know if they still have that anymore. And then there's also like a super... What is the really fast but really short roller coaster on the Universal side? There's a roller coaster over there. You guys will probably know the name of it. And then I used to go back when they still had the Dueling Dragon roller coasters as well, which those were really fun too. Which I think those are gone. I don't think you can ride those anymore. I don't think those are anywhere. Got KOTOR on sale on Xbox for like $5 in May. It is so good. It is really good. I played that game in college on my college PC because I didn't have an Xbox. My PC was not like a gaming PC at all, but it ran it well enough. Dustin, I was the class clown, never had many friends, and even then, don't have any from school days. Can't remember getting bullied, though, but I could have blocked that from memory. I had a great high school experience. College, most people have a bad high school experience and a good college experience. Mine was kind of the opposite, but college wasn't bad. It's just, it's kind of weird, though. I really didn't. I have a couple of people that I feel like I'm still close to, but we rarely ever talk. It's kind of sad, honestly. Kind of sad. But I did meet my wife in high school. We didn't go to the same high school, but I met my wife in high school. But yeah, now I'm like, man, I'm trying to think. I just, like, once you start having kids and having a family, everything's just different. Like, time and how you can spend your time and when you're going to hang out with people. Midnight release book parties. Oh my gosh, Owen. I miss them. I miss them. I really do. I miss them so much. High school students can be mean, for sure, yeah. Yep, for sure. Careless Dreamer, kids made fun of me because my name is spelled weird. Oh my gosh. Oh, now you guys are going to scare me, like, as my... Oh, you guys are talking about on the YouTube comments, not my actual on-screen comments. What browser am I using? Or are you talking to the chat, Ravenclaw? I'm using Chrome is what I'm using. Yeah, you all were throwing me off. I thought you meant like the comments right here. Okay, you guys are talking about browser stuff now. Or you were like 10, 15 minutes ago. Oh, jeez. Glenn, why haven't any of you YouTubers asked the question? Everybody's asked, Glenn. Where have you been? Where have you been, Glenn? Literally, that's the question on everybody's mind. All the comments on Twitter. That's what everybody wants to know. But I have heard, Glenn, there's definitely a Ravenclaw companion. It's just a matter of when. Just a matter of when. Currently looking for a job. Have to look into getting them soon if I can. Love Knights of the Old Republic. Second game is just as good as the first if you use mods. Is Professor Fig? Oh my gosh, what if it was Professor Fig? Sending hugs? Wait, what are we sending hugs for? I missed something. Oh, Careless Dreamer got called a certain R word. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, dude, kids can be mean, and it starts so early. Gosh, it starts so early. I am, like, my son, I really try. I want to make sure, this is going to sound like the annoying parent. Well, no, I don't think it'll sound like an annoying parent, but you know how parents are always like, I want my kid to talk to me. So I think we have that relationship now. I can always tell when something's bothering him. So, but so far he hasn't had any major issues. There was one time where some kids were like making fun of him for not catching a ball playing they were playing football on the playground, but that's really been the extent of it. But like, I mean, I'm fully expecting it, you know, at some point, unfortunately. Liked Narnia, had trouble keeping up with it, a little bit too complex. Yeah, it is pretty complex. Even Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, which is probably the best starting point. Hugs for a Mori poet, indeed. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Mori poet. That was why, man. I mean, I'm sure I upset some people in college, but I mean, in high school. I don't want to sound like I was perfect, but I really did try to go out of my way to just not ignore certain people, you know, and just include people. So I hope I was able to. I feel like I was. A lot of people still come up to me, like at our reunion and at our senior trip that year. I had a lot of people come up to me and say, you know, say very nice things. So a couple of you didn't do uni. Somebody said was afraid to go to college. Afraid you were fail, wasn't smart enough. Oh, come on, careless dreamer. Honestly, like this day and age, it's kind of crazy what college is. I don't know. I hesitate. I don't want to say something like super controversial, but I definitely feel like the importance of college is significantly lessened. That's probably not too controversial, right? Like, now you can learn so much. I don't want to talk up just YouTube. It's not just YouTube, but just like the internet in general. Like, you can learn so much. And our education system, I mean, the way it all... But I don't know that I have like a great solution, like a great alternative to it. And I do think there are certain social skills that you build in college that are important to have, even other than just the classes themselves. But you do learn, like, for a lot of us in America, I don't know how it is in other countries, but like for a lot of us in America, that's our first time on our own, first time with responsibilities on our own. Most of us are usually living with someone else other than family for the first time. So you have to learn about like responsibilities, you know, and keeping areas clean and cohabitating with like living in the same building with a lot of other people. So cleaning up after yourself, a lot of those skills, you know, they're important too. It's not just about the class, but then also that responsibility of making sure you get to your classes. But like in terms of the actual like material that you learn, I feel like so many of us just go to college and end up not using any of that. Or like my degrees are in communication, which is it's so broad, like that applies to just about anything, you know? But it's almost to the point where I feel like unless you're going to college for a very specific, like doctor, nurse, attorney, engineer, you know, those things that have like a very specific path, it's like you're better off just like trying to get business experience. I feel like what I'm doing now, I do work in marketing and my job was in, or my degrees are in communication. So there is a connection there. But again, that one's so broad that I could apply that to a lot of different areas. So, hey, I don't blame you for that, Dustin. Getting into debt. Yep. That's a big reason to not go. Geeky Nerds coming in with the $10 super chat. And I do not see a question with it. So, Geeky Nerds, if you meant to have a question, feel free to post it in the comments. I'll try and get to it. But if you were just showing some love to the stream, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. I don't think I've seen your name here before, so appreciate you hanging out with us tonight and choosing to support with a monetary donation. That means a lot. The lines to get your copy at Barnes & Noble were epic indeed. I'm trying to think of all the places that I went. One year, book 5, I was at Walmart for a midnight launch. Book 4, I had pre-ordered from, I think, Amazon. I think it was Amazon. And it got to my house on launch day right before we went on a vacation. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. That's all I did in the whole... I know some people get car sick when they try to read in the car. Thankfully, I'm not one of those people. My wife is. She cannot... like, even if she's reading on her phone for too long, she starts getting sick. Dude, that whole way down to the beach on our drive, I was just reading Goblet of Fire. Okay, so then book 6, I went to... oh my gosh, it was either a Borders, a Barnes & Noble, or a Books-A-Million. You guys remember Books-A-Million? I want to say it was a Borders, but it could have very well been a Barnes & Noble as well. That was awesome. They had like the zoo there, and so they had all these animals there. And I was on... dude, I'm always on vacations for the Harry Potter releases. And then book 7... well, I think book 7 was... I'm pretty sure book 7 was a Walmart again. It's 4 a.m. for Dr. Sherbet. Oh my gosh. Trade school's definitely the way to go. Get more investment, make the most prepared employees. They haven't always been popular, right? There are some predatory ones as well. Got all the books at Walmart, Careless Dreamer. Also depends on the trades. Exactly. Like now, though, there is so much you can do on the internet. Like if you're somebody, and the other problem is like you're still so young. You're still so young. You just don't know. You're expected to know everything. You have people like my wife who just like the day before she graduated high school, she knew she wanted to be a nurse. That's exactly what she did. She did like her nurse tech like internship thing at the hospital where she wanted to be. Not in the exact area where she wanted to be, but she used that to get a job in her dream job. And she's been there the whole time we've been married, and she loves it. Though I feel like those people are rare. I was the opposite. I was pushed in some directions by my parents. I shouldn't say pushed. I was encouraged. Like my parents were very good, very supportive, but they kind of thought this is the direction you should go. And then, you know, I thought about doctor. I thought about optometry. I thought about, oh gosh, what else did I think of? There were several things that I considered. And then it wasn't until I took a public speaking class, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. The broadcasting, all of this. And I always loved like speaking and connecting with people. So I was like, okay, this can work. This is pretty broad. I know it's sort of a more generic one. You kind of use it with it's harder to get a direct job related to this. But I just went that path. But if I was somebody like having think about just YouTube in general. You could use YouTube to build a whole business. Forget like an MBA, man. Just take like a bunch of YouTube courses, right? You can get so much info. But also that's the difficult part about if you just go the online route or something for that type of education, is it's like a free-for-all, you know? At least with a formal education through a university, there are at least some standards that they have to have in place. But it's also incredibly expensive, as somebody was talking about with the debt issue. Dr. Sherbet got to head out before you pass out. All good. Yo, Chris got a birthday. Let's go. Happy birthday, Chris. Also got yours from Borders. Able Knight Road. Able Knight RD. Nice. Yeah, Borders were awesome. I don't know if they still have any Borders anymore. I think they do. I think it was Books A Million. Those are definitely gone. Walden Books. You guys remember Walden Books? Yeah, high IQ. There you go. Engineer, that's a good example. Like, that's one where that's a very good example of how you definitely need the schooling for it, and you pretty much instantly use it. All right. Let's see. What time is it? Yeah, I got to hop off pretty soon. Okay, here's a fun story I'll leave you guys with. We've had a lot of fun talking about book launches and all that. So, I was so terrified of spoilers for Book 7. So terrified. I don't know if you guys remember one of the most popular, it's probably still on YouTube to this day. There was a video when Book 6 came out of someone driving in front of a bookstore, sticking their head out of a window. I'm going to spoil Book 6, by the way. Spoiling Harry Potter. Half-Blood Prince. If you haven't read it, turn off the stream now. Somebody drives by a bookstore, sticks their head out the window, and yells, "Snape kills Dumbledore." And these two, I think it was two girls walking by, and they're just like, their face just felt, they were like, what? And that haunted me. I had devoted years of my life to this series. I was not going to be spoiled by it. So, my wife and I were sitting there in the Walmart. We weren't husband and wife at the time. So she was my girlfriend at the time. We were in line waiting at the Walmart for Book 7. And it's like 10 minutes to midnight. They're wheeling the books out. And all of a sudden, I just have this horrible realization. I just have this horrible, not realization, this horrible fear. I was like, dude, What if there's some punk in here who immediately tries to flip to the last page and spoil somebody? Don't ask me why it crossed my mind, but it did. And so I'm like, I jump up and I'm like scrambling. I tell my wife, I'm like, again, girlfriend at the time, I'm like, here's my card, pay for it. I got to go to the car. She's like, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm afraid somebody's going to spoil this. I have to go. I do not want to have this spoiled. I've waited years. And so I just leave. I just take off, go to the car and wait. And she's just standing there like, what? And there were some people that we had kind of been talking to and sort of became friends with them while we were waiting in line. And she said after I left, they're like, where is he going? And the fear of it, man. I had spent so many years I can't even describe, though. Some of you are probably old enough here in the chat to know if you were fans from the beginning. We had been waiting, like if you were fans from before the movies, from like this was years in the making. Years in the making. So many message board posts and theories and podcasts that I listened to, breaking this down, guessing and predicting what was going to happen. I could not be spoiled. I could not be spoiled. So I had to just go. I had to get out of there. Had to go to the car. And that's what I did to keep from being spoiled. That video's still there. Hey, it doesn't surprise me. I bet it has millions and millions and millions of views too. Timothy Ninja got a massive spoiler for No Way Home on my YouTube homepage. Oh. Hey, that's something we need to talk about at some point. That's something we need to talk about. Because I want to figure out what's the best way for me to handle spoilers on Hogwarts Legacy after it comes out. Because that's such a good point, Timothy. Like, and I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys don't go on YouTube. But where you all are big supporters of the channel, if you go on YouTube, you're going to get suggested my video. And if you haven't gotten, like, and I'm going to be very careful with story spoilers, obviously. Philip, thanks so much for hanging out. Have a good night. Good to see you. Congrats on that gifted membership as well. I'll be incredibly careful with story spoilers, obviously. But what if there's like some, like I'm like 10 collectibles in the Gryffindor common room, you know? I'll just have to be very careful, I guess, with the titles and thumbnails. Never got to appreciate any of the twists. Watched them all in the movies really young. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I'm sure adults reading Sorcerer/Philosopher's Stone, I'm sure it wasn't a surprise when you got to the end and it was Quirrell and not Snape. But for my sixth grade mind, 7th grade, maybe in between 6th and 7th. No, I think it was 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade. I was just, my jaw was on the floor. I was like, what? It's Quirrell? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Zodiac, don't spoil it in thumbnail and title. Yeah, for sure. But I'm just trying to think, there might even be things like what if there's an item that we don't know it's in the game, and then we find out it's in, so like Deathly Hallows, for example. What if we find out the Deathly Hallows are in the game? I would make a video on that, how to get the Deathly Hallows in Hogwarts Legacy. But that's a spoiler right there. But I'm like, how could you title that video? It would just seem like super clickbait if I'm like, get this super rare item no one expected. Oh, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That's a good problem to have. But yeah, story spoilers I think will be pretty easy to avoid. It's like the item thing and maybe the even locations, enemies, those types of things. Bosses. I mean, are we going to have bosses? I don't know. Geeky Nerds with another super chat and yet another one with no question. You guys just showing crazy love and support for the stream tonight. Thank you so much, Geeky Nerds. Very much appreciated. Thank you for hanging out and choosing to support the stream. Oh my gosh, Nico, if you can, would you mind posting the Discord link real quick again? I want to set up that chat command really quick. I had it pulled up and then went off on my tangent and completely forgot about it. So. Oh, yeah, Nat Knight. I agree with you. Yeah. Like, the day it comes out, I'm like, deathly yeah. You guys would be like, unsub. Unsub. I wouldn't blame you. No, I'll be very careful about that stuff, for sure. But then it's like, there is like a time limit to it, right? Like, what is a fair amount of time? Thanks, Nico. I got it. All right. Let's see. Join Retro's Discord here. All right. Activate command. Now let's test the command because it is kind of hit or miss with stream elements. Exclamation point Discord. Come on. Come on, you could do it. Come on. Oh, I wonder if it's like the 60-second thing. Wonder if it waits 60 seconds. I do not understand you sometimes, stream elements. I do not understand you. There is a global cooldown, a user cooldown. Why wouldn't that work? I'll have to look into it later. Standard for game spoilers on most games seems to be about 2 weeks. That's fair. That's fair. Really going to go hard those 3 days before release from the pre-order and come back to the internet on Sunday. Probably 60 hours in. You could do a title like, huge secret gameplay feature in Hogwarts Legacy. Make it super clickbaity. Right? Oh, there it was. So it worked. Okay, it just took a little bit. Just took a little bit for stream elements. Wait, it worked for Nat Knight, but not for me? Come on, man. Come on. Should we get a release date for Switch? I'm worried about the Switch. I am. I'm really worried about it. Not gonna lie to you guys. Not gonna lie. Comments are really slow today. What gives with that? I type so fast and the wait is painful. I am so sorry, Amori Poet. It is I put a cooldown on it. Geeky Nerds with another super chat, a $10 super chat. Geeky Nerds, thank you so much. What if we are a child born from ancient magic, much like Anakin from midichlorians? Dude, what if Hogwarts Legacy introduces us to the Wizarding World version of midichlorians? No, please. Please, no. Don't go there. Please. I mean... it could be, though. The whole ancient magic thing, it could be like a child of ancient magic. I'd much rather it just be like a descendant of Merlin or something, though. much rather it be a descendant of Merlin. Geek and Nerds, thank you so much again for your support of the stream and that super chat there. Considering how surprisingly well the No Man's Sky Switch port runs, not super worried. I mean, hopefully they can pull it off. I hope so. They did. It was developed on last gen, so. Oh, is that a cloud version? Is No Man's Sky a cloud version? Ah, interesting, interesting. Still want to find out why we consider something of a celebrity, right, J. Rossi? Exactly. What did we survive? What did we survive? Oh, Mary, you're playing on Switch? Someone only able to play this game on Switch. I'm going to continue. Mary, let me ask you this. Do you hope for it to be a cloud version or not a cloud version? Because there are pros and cons to it. We don't know yet, Arcane. We don't know yet for sure. So if it is a cloud version, here are the advantages. The advantages are you do not have to worry about the graphical fidelity. You do not have to worry about frame rate. It's going to look and run great because it's running on a super powered PC somewhere. It's not running natively on your system. The downside is you have to be connected to the internet. You have to have a good internet connection. It kills any possibility of you playing it on the road, unless you're doing like, you know, service on your phone or something. And what else? There are other disadvantages too. Buffering, you know, all those sorts of things. And I used to think it was most likely a cloud version, but now I think it's physical. I think it's physical because I don't think they would do, we've seen the game box, we've seen the deluxe edition. and Switch is included in the deluxe edition, I feel like they would have, I would hope they would have said something by now. If they're just shipping a game box with a digital code in it. I would hope. Cooldown is there for members as well. Nah, no cooldown for us. I think it's there. I think it's universal. Yeah, chat's on slow mode. So Mary's probably trying to write back right now because it takes 60 seconds. Dude, that would be a nice perk, though. For members? I wonder if there's a way you can set it to where members don't have a slow mode. I'll have to look into that. And honestly, like, it's not, like, done to... It's purely done as a reason to help me keep up with chat. I mean, like, you guys see how crazy it was tonight. And that's with the 60-second cooldown. Steven just stopping by at work, but thank you for the videos. Hey, Steven, thank you, my friend. Thank you for supporting the videos and checking out the channel. Hope you have a good night at work. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, Amori Poet. No, no, no. Oh, I feel bad now. I could turn it off. I mean, we could turn it off next time. I do not want anybody to try and pay to get rid of it. I know James Expecto Go's been experimenting with it some as well because... I mean, it's a compliment to you guys, really. It's a compliment for how fast the chat is flowing. But the conversations that we like to have based on just like 2-3 little comments, they can go in so many different directions that, I mean, I just get so far behind. I get so far behind even without slow mode on. And then, or excuse me, even with slow mode on, I get so far behind. Have a good one, Careless Dreamer. Have a good one. Dude, Jake just back-to-back right there. What? Wait, so Jake not affected by the cooldown? Maybe members aren't affected. Somebody said members were affected. Oh, wait, they just all went away. Oh, I bet Jake got in trouble for... I bet Stream Elements got Jake for spamming. Oh, that's funny. No, Amori Poet, don't do it. Don't do it. Save your money. I'll turn it off next stream. I do not want you to spend money just for that. Do not want you to spend money just for that. I don't even know if that works for sure, so... It shows slow mode when you're typing High IQ Warriors, but not sure. Yeah, that's really weird. Doesn't affect much. I mean, clearly Jake either found a way around it, but now Jake might have gotten timed out for spamming all of that. What's up, Tom? Beyond ready for this game. So excited. Ravenclaw Tyrell has 2 IT jobs. Wait, what did Ravenclaw Tyrell say? Yes, I am too. R.I.P. R.I.P. Jake. Haven't had 1Password call at work this entire stream. Oh, you work in IT. Gotcha. I thought you were talking about the program 1Password. I was like, what is 1Password? I mean, I know what 1Password is. I was like, what are you talking about 1Password for? On my chat window, there's a circle around the arrow that sends your message, and until that circle completes and goes away, I cannot send another message. Yeah, I think that's how it's supposed to work for everybody. I have it set to a 60-second cooldown tonight. So after you send one comment, it's supposed to make everybody wait a full 60 seconds before you can comment again. That was on my end, Amori Poet. I can set that up, and I could lower it too. Like, we could try 30 seconds, or we could try to go back to disabling it. I definitely, I do not know if it gets rid of it for becoming a member. Ah, Noob says I don't get that. Interesting. Amori has a setup where they can't receive gifts. Oh, what? Getting the new house robes? Wait, what are you talking about? What house robes? Mary, I'll just say what I said before. Oh, yeah, I did miss it. I thought I was waiting for it. I never saw it. Prefer physical. Gotcha. Okay, rather than a cloud version. Circle appears for 60 seconds. You can type but not send. Okay. Yeah, Ravenclaw Tyrell, don't get it. Been double chatting all night. Oh, the ones for linking your account? Zodiac? You think that's what they're talking about? Oh, yeah, Moripo, you have what? It's like a business account or something? Or a brand account. That's it. Dude, that's good to know, though, noob. That's good to know. Well, no wonder chat was still flying fast and furious. Everybody here was member. Most everybody here was already a member. So the slow mode is doing absolutely nothing. Oh, my gosh. Hey, good problem to have, dude. I'm not complaining. I remember the days of I stream on Twitch to 2 and 3 people, like begging for a comment. Like, I need another comment. I need a comment. Just no chat going on at all. Slow mode is pain. Okay, so for all the now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why the people I can see all the green ones in chat are all members, so they're just like chatting freely. Everybody else like, what the heck is going on? Lower class get the slow. I promise I did not know that. I did not know that. I wish I could untime out Jake wouldn't have done. So Nico did it. Nico timed out Jake for 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. That's too funny. Jake's like, look, I can type however much I want. Nico's like, I have the power of the mod sword. Denied. Pay to win. Oh my gosh. You guys are going to start that. Retro has pay to win mechanics on his live streams. I knew he sold out. First, the Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery sponsored video. Now he's making his YouTube live streams pay to win. I really did not know that. That's interesting though, that members get to bypass that. So that's I should put that on the benefits page though. That you're not subject to the slow mode. And Elwin, oh my gosh, Elwin showing mercy on. Elwin's like, okay, look, for those of you, I'm gonna gift 5 more here. So some of you who want to chat freely will be able to do so. Elwin gifting 5 more memberships. That's 10 on the night just from Elwin. Elwin, thank you so much.
Hello. How are you? Welcome.
And a lot of new names. Look at this. A lot of names that I haven't seen in the chat tonight. So congrats to those of you who just got a gifted membership from Elwin. Make sure you give Elwin a thank you. Elwin is an incredible supporter of the stream. Always in here showing love. Reese, you're still live. We are still live.
Welcome to Griffin.
Now Jake with the super chat. I got in trouble by Nico.
How are you? Welcome to Gryffindor.
Oh my gosh. That did feel like 5 more, didn't it? The little pop-up just said 5. Whatever it was. Thank you so much, Owen. No option on phone. That's yeah, everybody always asks on phone. All right, guys. This has been crazy. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Geeky Nerds, longtime watcher, new to the chat. Yo, Geeky Nerds. Thanks for all your support of the channel. And I appreciate those super chats tonight. Look, still not a member because I get no gifts. Retro, feel like making a new mod. Would mod get... That would be a way to get around that. Okay. Noob, you know what? Probably next Tuesday. That's kind of a... Wait, that was 10? Oh my gosh, Elwin. Why does it only show 5? Elwin, thank you so much. 10. Did we just get 10 gifteds from Elwin? Wow. Or did I miss? Did somebody else gift 5 more? I want to make sure I didn't miss somebody else who gifted 5 more. I don't think we missed anyone. Because it didn't show up in my little pop-up there. It did not show up in my pop-up. You know what, Amori Poet? We might just experiment next time without doing the... we might turn off slow mode. See how it goes. See how it goes with no slow mode. I mean, that's how we used to do it. We used to do no slow mode. But then the chat just got pretty fast. Showing only 5. Okay, gotcha. It was 5. All right, yeah. I don't know why I kept seeing people say 10. All right, look. I could do this all night. I really could. I got to hop off. I got to work in the morning. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening. Thank you all for hanging out. We have got possibly 2 more videos hitting the channel this week. If you haven't watched today's video yet, go check it out. It's a recap of all the latest news. Amori Poet. And what else? Definitely 1 more video this week, but possibly 2. And then next live stream, most likely on Tuesday. But I want to do more gaming live streams too, guys. So keep an eye out for those as well. Those will be spur of the moment, but I definitely want to... I think it's a lot better when I can schedule them. It's like if I could schedule them even just like a day in advance, I think that'd give a lot more of you a chance to be there and hang out. So... But right now, man, my time is still only in the evening, unfortunately. If I'm ever in a position where... I mean, you guys know. I've said it before. I want to do this full time. Like this is what I want to do. And I think we can get there. I really do. I really do. I think we can get there. And if that ever is to happen to where this becomes my full-time thing, then, I mean, we'll be doing streams all the time. Be doing multiple streams in the week, during the day, so we wouldn't have to stick just to these late night hours. So one day, I don't know when, don't know how soon it will be, but one day. So, thank you everybody who's been here hanging out. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening, rest of your week. And I'll talk to you again soon. Yeah, sorry about that, Jake. Sorry about that. I mean, hey, Nico, it's lucky, you're lucky it wasn't a ban, right? Lucky Nico didn't bring down the ban hammer. Thank you all. Have a good one.